little bit.
We're about to take it back. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tony and Lee on the radio. Dr. Joe's therapy on the radio. The love got me going live on the radio. Two mics and a mind on the radio. Radio, turned up 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 on the radio. Two nights and a mind. Two nights and a mind. Two nights and a mind. Two nights. Watch this. And a mind.
Hey, welcome to Mice in the Mind.
Hi guys.
Hello.
What up? What's going on, everybody?
Nice to see y'all.
Oh yeah, nice to
Nice
be
to be seen.
Wow. Nice to be seen.
I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good.
and the truth ain't in.
Beautiful sky rise. This right here is the 28th or 38th floor. I stopped counting.
Let me ask you a question. It's dark behind you. How could it be a sky rise? A sky rise
meaning tall buildings. I'm gonna tell you.
I think you said sunrise.
Yeah, because I like to sit up here and watch the sunrise from the sky rise.
Wow.
Yeah.
How we doing there, Toolie? How your week been going, girl?
All is well. Going pretty good.
That's
All
good.
right.
No complaints.
Dr. Joe, your week been running pretty good. Anything special going on?
Pretty smooth.
You been doing pretty good
smooth.
too?
Man, you know me working for a living. When you're working for a living, you just doing. I don't know if it's good all the time. Just make it do it.
Make that true. Well, I want y'all to know, for those who don't know, the special announcement is today is the official Cordell Watermelon release date. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Cordell Watermelon.
Oh,
on the side of the road behind the Walmart plaza selling Cordell Watermelon. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go get one.
Oh yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you, I hadn't tried one, but from what word on the street, he said they Cordell now. So
okay, let me tell you something. Cause somebody tell you a lie, you're not putting that on us. We have nothing to do with that. Okay. So y'all
gotta take accountability at some point now. Stand behind the Cordell Watermelon. I stand on the Florida Watermelon all day.
Man, Florida Watermelon ain't that. So Cordell Watermelon, the top watermelon. They only come out of. So this is the thing you got to look at when these people saying they couldn't have told. The guy who told you it was a Cordell Watermelon, he grew a watermelon in Cordell. Those are not the Cordell Watermelon. They're Cordell Watermelon. They don't grow Cordell Watermelon. The official Cordell Watermelon does not even get right to July. So that they're the last watermelon to become. That's why I think I chose two. The other watermelons come out before Cordell.
So if you grow a watermelon in Cordell, that don't make it Cordell watermelon?
No. If you ain't born in the right place in Greater Hartput, you ain't a Greater baby.
Wow.
You got to be seeded from Georgia. You can't just come out of Greater Hartput. Your mama from New York, your daddy from Wisconsin. You're not a Greater baby.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, all those are those. No, I tell you, those are anchor watermelons.
What?
Like anchor baby, them anchor watermelons.
Wow.
Yeah, they just got them watermelon a whole lot. Real Cordell watermelons are not ready till in July. I think like the second week or so in July. That's why 4th of July. No, early July. That's why people try to get them for 4th of July. Hold on, look at what she just said. She can tell you watermelon. Really, like years ago growing up, we didn't get watermelons the way people get them now. You know what I'm saying? People like now it's year-round stuff. It was a time you ain't get no watermelon no winter time. You remember you didn't eat no watermelon no winter time.
Yeah.
They weren't ready. You only ate them a certain time. Like when we really ate them were late June and July. Or the July when you had them. That's when you have family reunion. You had it. You busting watermelons.
I can see that.
By then they should be right.
So if the Cordell watermelon come out in July, when does it end?
I mean, they got a short period. They probably run July, probably August.
So Cordell watermelon only lasts for 30 days.
I don't say that. I mean, hey, they one of the best ones. When it's something good, you ain't gonna get a whole lot of it. Think about it. If it, when you think you get the other watermelon, not saying you got good watermelons here now. Cordell was just like top of the prime. Like now, a lot of watermelons you get now. A lot of these people they doing stuff too. Like I remember growing up, I don't remember eating a bad watermelon.
No.
All of a sudden, you'll get a watermelon now. People give you a bad watermelon. People give you a bad watermelon.
Coming up, they will always have the test on how to tell if it's a good watermelon. The reason why you had to tell how it's a good watermelon is because you know it was some bad ones. So y'all ain't never seen the test. Y'all never seen the dude on the side of the road slicing the watermelon open saying, hey, I'll let you try it before you buy it because I know all of them ain't good. Y'all ain't never see that.
No, I mean, we ain't never had to worry about that.
No, we didn't.
No, nobody wouldn't give you no watermelon on the street pop. You bought the watermelon. It's just
I grew up eating watermelon.
when we were growing up, it was no such thing as a seedless watermelon. All this stuff now, it changed the game. You know that I don't remember when no seedless. Johnny, you from the islands? Y'all had seedless watermelon.
It was all the fruit is seasonal, so it makes sense what you're saying because all the fruit that we have comes at a certain time.
Seedless watermelon.
No, we don't have seedless watermelon.
No, as a matter of fact, yeah, that's all man manufactured or manipulated.
Yeah, I didn't know they existed until I came here.
And it changed the game for so now you got they have played with watermelon so much because now you get watermelons year round. You're going, they got cut watermelon like like they were selling in the store. I remember they would push like half of watermelons. They would sell half. They weren't doing the cut up. You would cut in half because some people look at I don't want a whole watermelon. I take a half. Then they start cutting them into slices. None that you do, man. I never looked at them to buy them. I never bought a sliced watermelon. It just you didn't do it.
Right.
Like people buy them now in the little container sliced one. Just never would have done it.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, while he's talking, I'm gonna have to bring me some watermelon out too.
I'm gonna tell you now, it's kind of late.
What kind of late?
The only thing when you eat after 9 o'clock. You be up all on you in the bathroom.
Listen, man. You never tell what happened. I'm telling you what I want to do. Honest, I want to put a diaper on and do it. I'm telling you, man, you do that. Listen, that thing ain't working on you.
It's true.
Hey,
definitely
detoxes. I got one that was so good. Oh my goodness. The other day, oh my good. I got a secret. I know how to pick out good ones. I'm not going to share it publicly because I don't want to go to the store and see none of the bad ones left because I done told my secret. Let me
read this right quick. This is a statement from the Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Tonight, Israel took unilateral actions against Iran. We are not involved in the strikes against Iran, and our top priority is protecting American forces in the region. Israel advised us that they believe this action was necessary for its self-defense. President Trump and the administration have taken all necessary steps to protect our forces and remain in close contact with our regional partners. Let me be clear, Iran should not target U.S. interests, personnel. So, yeah, Rubio, we knew he was going to do it. They don't listen. I mean, and he just made it bad for everybody. Man. That just really made it bad for everybody. And that's why you ain't got time to fool around, hating, doing stupid stuff, because you got people like this with a mental illness that they took a unilateral move that can't help but involve America. That's going to involve England. That's going to involve France. Now you got but this is all a part of Mr. Yahuwah's plan through Yahushua HaMashiach, who is Gadol. Folks, this is serious. They just struck Iran. That's not over with. Iran already got ballistic missiles. Those ballistic missiles are the next thing they hit hard as a nuclear weapon. China was supposed to have given them 800 pounds of it or something like that, or 800 tons, something like I can't remember what the number was. You know what I'm saying? This is not going to end good. You know, just going this, and this is why, you know, we've taken a lot of things for granted for a lot of years, a lot of us, and not taking the seriousness of, you know, it's just bad out here, man. And people don't even realize, you know, why you doing stuff, you got to be focus, man. This is just not. It's just not a good thing that for people in general. It's not good for the people in Israel. It's not good for people on the other side. It's not good for people in Iraq because they got to look at getting struck because they're gonna hit wherever you at base. They're gonna hit. They're not gonna convince them they didn't have nothing to do with it, and it's bad. You put it up.
Yes, sir. This is a live feed.
Iran's nuclear program. Let me read you again the Israeli. This has been talked about for years and years and years, maybe decades, if this has been talked about. But Israel has launched a military. Israel has launched a military attack on Iran's nuclear program. Let me read you again the Israeli.
Wow,
and this could go on for days, possibly. Let me read you again the statement from Israel. The IDF launched a preemptive, precise, combined offensive to strike Iran's nuclear program. Dozens of IAF jets completed the first stage that included strikes on dozens of military targets, including nuclear targets in different areas of Iran. Today, Iran is closer than ever to obtaining a nuclear weapon. Weapons of mass destruction in the hands of the Iranian regime are an existential threat to the state of Israel and to the wider world. The state of Israel has no choice, they say, but to fulfill the obligation to act in defense of its citizens and will continue to do so everywhere it is required to do so, as we have done in the past.
Wow.
That's whether people believe it or not, this is not Russia and Ukraine, that little mess there. It's nothing compared to what just happened. You just involved the US, you just involved France, you just involved England, UK, you just involved Germany, you just involved Europe. You involved the United States, which means you just involved the Arab nations over there. Iran is the strongest fighting force in the Middle East right now. Okay, nobody in the Middle East wanted Iran with nuclear weapons. Okay, but nobody could challenge them to fight them. So now the U.S. was the partner. That's why the U.S. was brought there. A lot of times people don't know why they were brought there to bring an end to the Saudis to try to keep them in bay of attacking Saudi Arabia and Qatar and all these other countries. That's why we were pretty much bought in and to make sure they knew they couldn't get a nuclear weapon. Now, Iran got to make some choices. They're going to retaliate and they're going to strike back. They was anticipating their strike. When they strike, they already know they got to strike America. There's no way America's not going to be involved, which means American soldier lives are on the line, which means other soldier lives. I mean, even Islamic people, people can hate other people because people don't look like you. They have a right to live because people don't agree with your religion. I am Yehudi. That's different than Christianity and a lot of these other religions, Islam. That don't mean these people don't have a right to live. We just don't see salvation, the path of salvation the same way. I don't think we should kill them for that or blow them up or bomb them. I would like for people to entertain and take the knowledge and accept the religion. But the fact of the matter is people are different and they're going to choose what they want to choose. This is a really bad situation and a lot of people are going to be affected.
Mm.
So I got a question because I went to public school. I ain't really too familiar with the geographical map. So I pulled it up. Okay. But am I interpreting correctly saying is Israel launching rockets that are going over Jordan, is going over parts of Saudi Arabia, going over parts of Iraq to hit Iran?
And guess what's going to happen with that? They told them before, he said it is a potential, but it ain't no potential. It is. Listen, this is the worst situation. Everybody talking about Russia and America going to fight, Russia and China. Well, you finna see that same fight because Russia and China are going to back Iran. Which means America gonna come out. America gonna be called for their allies. The only problem you got with America is who's their allies. You burnt your bridges with Canada and Mexico. You burnt your bridges with the UK. You burnt your bridges with Europe.
Yeah, it's bad.
Who are your friends? The Saudis can't help you with them. Nobody can help you with Iran over there. They cannot afford it. Yes, we can. This is the problem we got. We can beat Iran, but the people that are there can't beat them. So their problem is this: you're leaving us on stop. He clearly told them, if any rockets get fired to Iran and if it come through your airspace, I'm going to bomb you. Which means Jordan got to worry about getting bombed. Saudi Arabia got to worry about getting bombed. Iraq got to worry about getting bombed. Now, who you think they're going to turn on now?
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Well, nobody thought this through. And this shows you what Trump thinking he has people in control and he doesn't. Because he never had. They've been putting out information and telling them that Netanyahu, he was like, America don't speak for them. Why you think he moved and struck off? He knows we're going to defend him. He knows we're going to get him weapons. Countries that have already sanctioned Israel, Canada, the UK, and other countries, they sanctioned him already this week. So now you possibly have lost them to back you on this. They was already mad about the Gaza, and Trump kept telling him, stop bombing Gaza today. Stop, because they knew what was going to happen. There's no way to fight Syria. You're already bombing in Syria. You killing all of these people in Gaza, and you done went and you struck in Lebanon, which means you fight Hezbollah. Hezbollah is a big, not really military. Somewhat you would call them their military, but they actually are supported by Iran. So Iran gives them their weapons, just like the people that was in Syria. All those people were backed by Iran. Iran was pushing them like they've been waiting for this fight with Israel. They knew this fight was coming. You've been telling me you're going to blow up my nuclear facility since Barack Obama. You think I ain't make no preservation to move this stuff? This was during Barack Obama term. You was talking about how you were going to bomb this. They told them already this week, and they walked away from the table. They were not going to agree to the deal. They were ready for whatever they wanted to do. They just clearly told them this week. They said, whatever you want to do, we ready. We have anticipated every situation. So now you got American men and women who are stuck over there right now. And America knew they was going to do it because they started getting their people out this week. So no need of trying to convince Iran about you had nothing to do with it. You shot yourself in the foot. You bagged the wrong card. What's going over here in America? Where are our soldiers at right now? California, LA. Chicago. Why don't forget this weekend, dummy for it. Well, I don't call it, please forgive me for that. That the president, Trump, he wants to have a military parade this Sunday.
For his birthday. It's just ridiculous.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So again, this is a dumb question coming from a guy who don't understand geography or anything about the international political system. When I just look at the map, Israel looks so small compared to Iran. So my question is why would some countries look so small attack something that looks so much larger than it?
Because it's called the little man syndrome.
No, we're not gonna do that. Little man syndrome.
Let's see that. The little man. It's called a short man syndrome. That's all that's over there. But what they're doing, they bombing in Syria, you bombing in Gaza, and you don't move them out, and you bombing in Lebanon, and you just went and bombed Iran. Where you getting all these weapons from?
Exactly.
You don't have enough planes. See, they can't fly over there because they don't have enough fuel to fly there. You got to stop and fuel up the fight. Israel got a superior air force. The problem is they can't. If you look, they can't fly all the way to Iran, do a air fight, and make it back to Israel. It's not possible. See, these calculations been done before. This is why these folks say no, they can't do it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they can't. Who's gonna let you fuel up? So gotcha. And then my bishop, and that's another problem why you shouldn't have done it is because you also got to worry about if you see you got water on the other side, and then you see the water around there, right? Right on the other end, West Bank, you see the water in it. You got to deal with Egypt over here. Egypt might not take too good there because all these people you pushing out are trying to get into Egypt. Egypt don't want them. Jordan didn't want them. You see on the other end, they trying to get into Jordan. Jordan don't want them. They're like, we can't take them. It's a humanitarian disaster. It's going to crack. It'll crush the economy. Also, you got to worry about the Gideon shipping. You got to come past Yemen, which means you got to get past the Houthis. The Houthis willing to put they fought Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia ended the war with them. And Saudi Arabia told we got unlimited money to fight. Nobody want to fight Yemen. When you dealing with, let me tell you something, man. You think about right now, me, say 5 more guys had your mama hostage. What would you be willing to do?
Whatever it takes.
That's how they look at it with their religion. Whatever it takes. They rather go down fighting than to go out like cowards, like people of color. How we've done here.
Wow.
We got people that are fighting here in America and not even citizens. This, and I want to say on that end, I kind of turn away a little bit. You know, and people looking for people of color to get involved. Why we not out there? Why we not? I can tell you why we're not out there. Because it makes zero sense for us to be out there. We fight our own fight. And that's nothing against Hispanic people or Islanders or whatever it might be. Nobody came out to fight our fight. And that's not saying it's eye for eye, 2 for 2. It were people that were in the line. There's people out there in your line too. But if you're an illegal, this is the problem you got with these people. What are we fighting for? We're fighting to say, let this undocumented, illegal person stay who's a part of a gang. We're not talking about working people who've been working with family. We're talking about people, the people that fight is saying, let us stay. You're burning buildings, burning cars. You're tearing up stuff. And he's pushing an agenda saying you're a criminal. You're falling right into his hands. But to come out there when we don't have a permanent seat is retarded. What are you going to say? Hey, they got a right to be here and mark up these buildings and burn up these cars and loot these stores and snatch people out of their cars. You put us in a bad spot. You put people over here that's doing what they're supposed to do in a bad spot. So it is unfortunate. America make their own rules, and you can't expect us to jump out here. We don't even have a permanent right to vote. How am I gonna help you out there? I'm fighting out, and this ain't ignoring you. My struggle don't went on long here. At least you got a gate to jump to go back. You got a street to cross. I ain't got nowhere to go. Africa don't want me, and America claiming they don't know where I came from, but they don't. I built the whole country. So I just want to make sure, they ain't nothing against nobody. If you illegal and you tearing up and you doing something criminal, come on, let's just be practical. This ain't the place. You know they don't play. Y'all know white people. We ain't the one making the rules. They can be criminal. January the 6th, none of them they done sent none of them to El Salvador. Then none of them get deported. I know every one of them white people in that line were not no American citizen. But this is the country we live in. It's unfortunate. Y'all need to look. Back us. He want me to back. Why nobody back? Listen, we losing statues. We've been taken down from position. All the DEI high. That's on us. Where y'all at? Who fight for us when Jackie Robinson been taken down? Joe Lewis, the Tuskegee Airmen. Where y'all at? Everything we've done to come, he done ripped it down. And we gonna come help you do what? I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just being honest. We got our own problem, and we too weak-minded, and we don't. This how bad it is for people of color. When I criticize, I want you to understand the criticism. We have been deframed so long, and what hurts you is we watched you come over here. We watched when you couldn't speak the language. We watched when you were making $2 an hour. We didn't beat you up. We didn't fight you. You took the jobs we had. They said, "Hey, you'll work." That's fine. We never marched against you. We didn't do that. It hurt it, but we ate it. When they got you up and you learned to speak English, they made you supervisor while we wound up being unemployed. You went up, you made your way, you have succeeded here in America. We still where we was when you came here. We achieved absolutely nothing because they have kept their foot on our neck so long. Any progress we make is minimal. You've been president. That's how bad these people have depleted us. We sat in the highest seat in the land, and that wasn't our first time, and we still couldn't accomplish nothing. We ain't in that seat now. What can we do for you? Tell me, how can I help you? You want me to go out there and get grabbed, and they're going to holler, I'm a Mexican, and I'm going to get deported. No. I don't agree with them. These people, snatching these people, locking these people up who are innocent people, non-criminal, who working and got family. I don't agree with it. But you got to look at right and right too at the same time. Come through and do your stuff the right way. We can fight the fight. We just got to be right when we fight it. If the fight ain't right, we can't help. We got people of color out here fighting. Hey, let's go kill white. I'm not joining that fight either. That's crazy. If I'm gonna take a man or woman life, it's gonna be because it'll protect my life. It's because I'm in a situation. I'm not gonna go kill nobody because that's your hype. You gotta choose your battles. The battle y'all chose, you should have stood out there. You should have kept protesting. You should have stopped spending money in his store. You should have stopped working for him. You would have hurt him. He needs you. But when you took on the plight that you're gonna flip cars and burn buildings and throw stuff at agents and spray, what you think they're gonna do to me so they see me? Oh, that's a black man. Don't let me shoot it. Man, they done set me up. My body don't do nothing but catch bullets. Eating bullets ain't do for me. I catch them. So you got to understand our plight. It ain't even we hate you. We understand, but you got somewhere you can go. You can jump the gate. Mexico ain't gonna put you out. You don't need no passport to go home. I had to get a passport to go to Africa. And they know where they got me from. You don't need no passport to go home. Jump the gate, hit the creek. If you're gonna do the right thing, that's just being like, do the right thing.
Let me ask you this right here.
Go ahead.
I got a video along the topic of what you just talking about. I want to play a 1-minute clip, share it with y'all, get some of the feedback from the audience. Let's take a closer look.
Hours of standing off this situation has now rapidly deteriorated. The LAPD moving in on horseback, firing rubber bullets at protesters, moving them on through the heart of LA. You just got the... You okay?
Fair use, YouTube. That's right. Fair use.
Fair use. Appreciate it. Chavez, you in charge of that, Charles. I appreciate you. Chavez, I can't make you a whole, but I'm gonna make you a junior bishop. So Chavez, you're gonna be the junior bishop. You're gonna be the junior bishop of Two Mics Under Mine. They can't take your position from you. You got that now.
So dude shoot the lady right there. He take his time, aim at him, and shoot the gun right there.
Moving them on through the heart of LA.
Yeah, they'll get him for that.
Now there is a video going on with a guy explaining how they put the bricks in there, and just like they did for 2021, I believe it was, for the protesters. Now I'm not with the protesting. I just never been. I'm with you. Come here legally.
Legally. Come here legally.
Yeah, come here legally so you do everything right. But this guy is explaining how they implanted the bricks, and that they set up all that mess that's going on. I don't know how true that is. And then also, Trump wants to take the citizenship away from just Latinos and Native Americans. And it's like,
that's stupid. That's stupid.
To me, it's like, do what's right and like everything that's running normal, just leave it alone. His wife came here illegal. Rubio is Cuban.
She's still illegal. Tell me, so she can't illegal. Let me ask you a question. Unless the person that originally owns it gives you permission, it's still illegal. Another thief can't tell a thief he okay. You come in my house, break in, another thief in here and tell you, listen, you all right, come on in. It's not his.
Right.
None of these people who give him permission for people to come here, it's not your right.
Rubio is Cuban.
That shows you this is how they kill all of us. From Rubio, don't. Let me tell you what Rubio. Also, I want to agree. My bishop told me you're a bishop elect, Charlie. I'm sorry, Pastor. I messed that up, Bishop. So now this is how they get it. He got Hispanics in his cabinet. He got whites in his cabinets. He got quote unquote blacks in his cabinet. He got no doubt Indians. He like Patel. Look at the people that doing the hunt. They bring our own people hurt us. Marco Rubio is in charge of national security. He's in charge. Never had one person do that. Secretary of State. All these are individual jobs. They gave him 3 major jobs. He's entitled. He's in charge of, and he's getting rid of people look like him.
And now majority of Cubans, I don't want to generalize, but majority of Cubans are usually racist. And when I'm saying racist, is also with Latinos.
They listen. No. I ain't with just y'all.
And black.
Listen, they're really bad with blacks. And see that because this is what I have with Aldo say, and it happened. Let me say that it happened with blacks as well. We all spend too much time hating each other. Who picks where they were born at?
Nobody.
That's why I got over that. You don't pick your color. You don't pick your gender. You don't pick your nativity. Just stop it. That's why you got to learn and respect people enough to just live your life. As long as you're not taking, murdering, raping, robbing. I can care less. Live and let live. I don't care what you're not. But don't come here and do criminal stuff and you're not even a citizen. And you asking us to come out there. Listen, if they shoot you, being you take, they wrong. They are wrong if you're not breaking no law. But you can't expect them to come out there because you looking at what we did with Rodney King. Rodney King was a man that looked like us, that they beat this man illegally. And people came out and protest these cities because we look, this is an American citizen who did nothing to justify what they done. You saying, well, we hadn't done nothing to justify it. According to the law you have. You're here illegally. You're the one, I'm talking the one who's selling drugs. Absolutely. Who commit murder, who in gangs. Come on, you hurting people who him. It's people that came on here, they didn't come what they would call the proper way. I really don't care about that. Long as you work and you doing what you're doing, taking your family. Every land should be that. If you're gonna come, you're gonna work, you're gonna be a part, come be a part. But this the problem I got. It's the people that's here illegally that's hurting the people that's doing the legal job. It's people here that's not legal, but they doing legal work. They taking care of their family, they stay out of trouble, and they should be able to stay. These people with these gangs and all the job and pushing it, get your behind out of here.
Absolutely. I'm with that.
That's crazy.
I'm with the people.
Fight for them. It's like, so let me get this straight. The man is saying that these people are criminals, they're rapers, they're murderers. And you showing this. How we gonna help you?
It's bad. I work with a lot of child trafficking kids that are in the Florida area that are by the water. They've thrown them out.
It was a need. They should be let. Go ahead. And
put them in little jail houses so that they can take over that land where they were in. And to me, it's like, why mistreat little kids? You know, that's just to me,
you got to be under jail. You got to put you under the jail.
Yeah, a lot of the I'm with you. Like, throw away this delinquent and throw them away. But they interviewed Rubio and one of the Spanish interviewers, and they asked him, "Your grandma was here illegal for 9 years, and now you're against these people that you're talking about illegal. Like, you come from an illegal family that is not so far. Your grandma was illegal for years."
Don't forget, Ivanka Trump, her family just got citizenship. And we knew they were going to pull something. He ran and got her citizenship right before he got out of office. He knew what he was planning.
Yes, exactly.
Her family was here illegal. They just got citizenship. And they shouldn't get it. If you can take away people born here naturally, their citizenship, there's no way you should let them stay with their cards. They just got them. The ink ain't even wet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, that's where it comes in and just being, we just bad. It's bad that we bad to each other. We all live on the same planet. Man, it don't matter if we don't live in the same day. We on the same planet. We can spend our energy doing everybody that's a crook, black, white, Hispanic, Chinese, Indian, whatever it is, whatever you fall up on it. Please forgive me if I name your nationality if you want to be separated. But you pretty much fall on one of the category. Everybody wrong in the group, we need to exile them. That's who we need to get out of here. And the people that look for fair play, treating people right, live and let live, let's work together. Let the rest of them get out of here. We ain't got time. I would have carried me a big screen out the store. I mean, you both, you know, that's what we did. That black folk, our crime different. Like us, like when they're flooding, that's what we want. We want a TV. We want a new stove, and we want some electric record player we can plug up. Even though ain't no power, we just want it. It looked pretty in our house with no power because we used to the lights being turned off. His first generation, what is that? He's first generation. Yeah, Trump is first generation, whether people know it or not. His mom and dad, they from Ireland. They're not from him. Oh, so much to say. But anyway, yeah, that's really bad with that striking Iran for everybody else. That's unfortunate. But folks, it's just time for us to really, if there's ever been a time we need to pray, people, we need to pray today. We are in awe We got the Dalai Lama on here.
Somebody experiencing technical difficulties.
Yeah.
But, the next one I want to show y'all was something that's going on. Again, it's with a U.S. senator. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard of it, but I'm going to go ahead and play the video. I got about 2 minutes of it. Let's take a closer look and get everybody's thoughts on this situation.
So, during this press conference, Senator Alex Padilla, I mean, from mayors to senators to members of Congress, clearly they've been out protesting these troops in the streets, but this was the first time we actually saw senators physically removed from a press conference there as the DHS secretary was speaking. Let's just take a look at that moment, and Jack, I'll take it to you.
Thank you to every single person that has been able to do this. Also, I want to talk specifically to the rioters and to the politicians in Los Angeles. I also want to talk about specifically.
Hold on, you didn't finish on, didn't it?
Weaved into all of this as well, whether it's the protesters there on the ground, we're now seeing.
So that news station right there just cut the video short, but I can go back and replay the video in its entirety. Let me find one that has the video to its entirety, because that one clipped it short. So just bear with me momentarily. I want to find an actual lengthy video of him actually being removed. Okay. Wait. Oh, wow. There's quite a few of them. Let's see. Here we go. All right. I'm about to put it up on the screen now.
Sir, hands up, hands up. I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have a question for the secretary. The fact of the matter is, a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your hands off.
Fair use you too. Look at that.
Hands behind your back.
If you don't my hands, go ahead, put them behind my back.
All right. Cool. One hand. Lay flat.
Look how far I put up it back.
Other hand, sir. Other hand.
There's no recording allowed out here. I do not know. There's no recording allowed out here per FBI, right? For what? I'm sorry? There's no recording allowed out here.
So you're trying to block it.
That's my boss. There's no recording allowed out here. You can record it. There's no recording allowed out here.
Yeah, he's trying to stand there and block the view.
I understand that, sir.
Because I know it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back to bite him. This was bad. You know they know he was a U.S. senator. You think if they thought he was a U.S. senator, they wouldn't have searched him and took him down in them.
Mm-hmm.
You think they would just be walking him back, pushing? You don't know if he got a gun. How you know he ain't got a gun? He trying to. Her story. You listen to her. She said he was charging her. He was these folks, and it's bad to just tell lies.
Are you sure that's what she said?
Yes. Yep. You look
wow.
The female at home. Yep. She said that she was doing a press conference and he charged in at her like he was lunging at. The man wasn't nowhere near her. He was asking questions. They talking about he did not dinner. He told him, I'm a U.S. senator. Told him his name. That's his state.
Yeah, to say his name.
And he told him, I'm a U.S. senator. That's his state. She giving a press conference. He asking them, what about these people? What they doing to him? They want to stop it. And they talk like, please don't quote me. I want to say, I think they said Trump ordered them to lock him up. But they didn't. They just took him out. They did. He told them they didn't detain. They drove him out of there, got him out of there. But this is the person that said it was a dumb move. And the FBI agents, they're just doing their jobs the same way they did when Trump was there. And now they're going to look at, when a Democratic public, once they get enough people, and they're going to lose seats, Republicans are going to lose these seats. When they get majority Democrats, what they going to do when they call them in? Well, when they come in and want to impeach the directors, and the directors are only doing the job that they're telling them to do. That's the bad part. You look, when those people come down to Mar-a-Lago, went through here, he talked about how the FBI was, how they were disrespectful, how they were throwing around Milana stuff, whatever he was saying. But who you think they got the order from themselves? Their orders come from the director, which come from the attorney general, which come from the president. That's how the chain of command works. The president does not talk to the FBI director. Most people don't know that. He's going to go through he's going to get hit info. The president and the FBI director can't be in the same room together. Not alone. They cannot do it.
Yeah.
See, so everybody know how your orders run. Trump went when he would have told the Attorney General. The Attorney General would have gave it to the FBI. The FBI would have sent down command, let them know, lock him up. And they put their jobs on, and it's bad because they put their jobs on the line, doing their job, just put their job on the line.
Yeah.
So you know they knew who he was. Why you didn't search him? How you know he have a weapon?
Yeah.
Why a man keep trying to come from the podium? Why you wouldn't take him down right down the floor? I don't know who you are. Why would I let you keep standing? I would take you down right there. How do I know you don't have a weapon?
Yeah, that's what they said. They didn't know who he was.
You think that's how they treat a person? They don't know who it is. They're trying to come for the Homeland Security.
And he said he's white.
Hey, they treated him like he was black.
No, they treated him better. He was black. He was black and arm been broke, and he would have went to jail. They had a black people that came down to who came to where they were keeping them, where they were keeping the illegals at. They locked her up and charged her.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, something else that I wanted to post up next is you're talking about, the president can't necessarily be in the room with the Fed, the director of the Fed, the FBI. There's been a quote unquote allegation going on in regards to the feds are now actually plotting against an inmate. And they're trying to go to court right now. I want to play this quick 1-minute video. Y'all tell me what y'all think. If y'all think this is a legitimate accusation or allegation. Let's take a closer look.
Attorneys are asking President Donald Trump to release their client immediately, saying prison officials have hired an inmate to murder him. A 30-year sentence for sexual misconduct at a federal prison in North Carolina. Today, Kelly's legal team filed an emergency federal court to get him out. They say they have a sworn affidavit from a terminally ill inmate who says prison officials offered him freedom in his final days in exchange for Kelly's murder.
There have been discussions not only with Michael Stein, but as the motion indicates, we've recently received information from another inmate named Mr. Harris. And Mr. Harris has indicated that he too has been approached by the same lieutenant who's been approaching Michael Stein, and that discussions have been had about poison in the food hall, about poison in the commissary. Discussions with Mr. Stein have been had about stabbings. These are the kinds of methods that have been discussed.
Well, Kelly's attorney also says 2 inmates were approached by high-ranking prison officials to carry out the murder. Kelly was convicted in 2022 in Chicago of child pornography. The year prior, he was convicted in federal court in New York of racketeering conspiracy charges. The disgraced singer is not eligible for release until the year 2045.
2045, racketeering conspiracy.
They want that joker.
Good, they got him.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
Talk to me what y'all think.
Nigga crazy. Got home for a second. Go ahead.
Dr. Joe, what y'all think? Tula, y'all talk to me what y'all think.
Do we think that that is true that they did that? That they were trying to get someone? Is that your question?
I would like to know what are your thoughts on this, on what we just played.
I don't know if I believe it. Why now? That's my question. Why now? I mean, why now? Could have been did that. I don't know.
Dr. Joe, what you think?
Killing them.
I don't know, but to be honest with you, I think it has all a connection with what's going on with P. Diddy and all that stuff, and I think it could be true. I honestly think that these men are set up. This is just my theory. It doesn't have to, it doesn't necessarily have to be true. But in a way, and doesn't necessarily also have to mean that they didn't do what they did. But I think that this man, artists are set up in some sort of way, and it could be true, and where he probably knows something and they are trying to kill him. I mean, but I'm not, that's just my opinion.
Hey, what I noticed that when you lock down there inside and you get rumors and word of rumors where inmates are saying that, federal employees or federal workers are giving them offers if they kill you, then they'll let them out of jail. That definitely got to be concerning, That definitely got to be concerning in itself. I don't know what you do in that case. The lady did say a lot about the charges that they gave, some of them in regards to, him messing with children and stuff like that. So a lot of people do feel they may just want him out of his world. There's no telling, but it's very, very interesting. I don't think it's all a conspiracy. I think it might be some truth to that.
So would you tell now, or would you tell when you get the poison, or you get the knife, or get the instructions of day and time and everything? Would you tell now, or would you wait till you have the proof that you've been asked?
I don't think someone could be able to prove other than their word. I don't think an inmate would be able to establish proof of their inmate. That's all they have is what they've been told.
Well, y'all gotta remember something. That music is regulated, registered, owned by, copyright. These people got a lot. I see where so what Chavez said, they might take him down before he gets his master recordings. This is stuff they do. This is stuff that they will typically do. I mean, I ain't gonna say typically. Y'all gotta remember the players are involved. When you look, these people, when you playing with the music industry, you playing with these are billions of dollars. The music industry in itself might be $1 trillion industry, easy, because you got too many guys, billionaires and 100 millionaires now. So the music industry has gone into being $1 trillion industry. Okay, think about these guys. I'm a billionaire. Kanye West. He said I have more than a billion. I have some billion. Puff, they said big. He had 500 million. Jay-Z, 900, 800 million. His wife, 700, 500 million dollars. So these people have ridiculous money. Now you got to ask yourself, how much money does these companies have who they work for? They don't have, they're not penny for penny, dollar for dollar. R. Kelly does not own the rights to his masters. His recording masters are owned by RCA Records, a division of Sony Music, while his songwriting copyrights are controlled by Universal Music Group. This means he doesn't have full control over how his music is used and licensed. That's how they get us. Yep. Drill's another one. All these guys got hundreds of millions of dollars. Rick Ross that got into the hundreds of millions, and I got a few hundred with the alcohol BLF. He got that going, one from the music. So, other deals. But this is the thing. What are these companies making, and what are these companies got you doing to give you that kind of money? These companies don't just give you that kind of money. None of these guys have said none out of their mouth that's incredible. None of these guys have said none out of their mouth that have changed. And you know what I'm saying? Someone said, Robert, man, what's up, man? So what's up, Rob? Doing all right? So that's the thing right there. You look at with these people, they use these people because you sell what they need sold. Where money come in? Let me tell you how this works. To push alcohol and drugs, you don't sell it at church. You sell it at the clubs. You sell it at the strip club. So you got to push sex. Sex goes right along with drugs. It goes right along with alcohol. When you go to a club, I don't know if you was a drinker, you want to drink. You're going to smoke some before you go because you can't smoke inside. So it goes on, and you're trying to get in a certain mood because you're trying to get the arousal and kind of have your game together so you can try to convince another woman to have sex. So what do you offer her when you talk with her? You want to drink. From here, with conversation going, you trying to see, you smoke, you toot, what you do? Mm-hmm. Oh, I toot. Oh, I got something. So with the music that you pushing at the club, it's all sexual. It's bump up, hump, then let's slow drag. So these R. Kelly pushed an agenda. It wasn't just the music industry. This pushed for who? This pushed for the government, the CIA. These people use this stuff to practice. What they told you years ago, sue the savage beast.
Music.
And it also controls them. Notice when they went in for David Koresh. Y'all remember that years ago when in David Koresh they went in Waco, Texas? What did they use to try to get them out?
Music.
Not hard, people. It's really not hard.
They use music to try to get them out for real?
That's what they try to use to break them get out.
Music, yeah.
Do y'all know when they do terrorist suspect? Do you know what they use on them in interrogation?
Mm-hmm.
They use music.
Oh, to try to torture them?
Yeah. You put it in another language that they don't even speak. It'll drive you crazy. Listen, that's how they listen. You were taught that music soothed the savage beast, right? They want to know how to crank him up.
They can enrage you too. Yep.
That's what they know. I teach you one thing, but I'm actually trying to do another.
Yeah. We do use music therapy.
Wow.
That's
crazy. That's crazy.
No. Oh yeah. I don't want no woman on no cane anyway. I mean, just saying, people don't realize sex, drug. They got a great group called Sex, Murder, Drugs. Sex, murder, money, drugs is the name of the gang. They're a blood gang. Sex, money, drugs.
Now they sound very innocent. I know they don't sound like they will ever break the law or do something wrong.
And they're trying to get them on a RICO case. I'm just telling you, because they all runs together. Why would they make their name sell sex, money, murder, and drugs? Because when you high, you're incapacitated, which is not going to make rational decisions. Why you think they keep people high?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, everything they're doing to people today has already been practiced and checked on and made sure. A poor man with integrity will sell his integrity in order to survive. A woman will sell her vagina to feed her baby. They've already tested this. You know what a woman will do to feed her kid? She'll do everything outside of integrity. That's the new survival mode. What a man will do to get some or have some, he want to be famous. Well, I sleep with another man. What else you gonna do? I want to be on the football field. I want to start. I don't want to sit on the bench. So get what I do? I'll sleep with a man. So look at kids. Why do kids sleep with adults? What does a kid want? A toy, a game? You see what I'm saying? All they want to do is have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So if you'll give a kid some McDonald's, you'll let a kid take them and let them play, have fun. So guess what they'll do? They'll give up their sexuality. People, let me tell you something. If you're going to lead this to the music industry, you're going to play a game. You're not going to be fair. This is not because of them. It is because this is a bigger world scale that put this all into play. Everything is said. Look at the women's shirt. Why would you get a tattoo over the top of your butt cheek? Who gonna see it? So guess what? I make jeans. The jeans are low riders. Because because you're gonna look at you're not gonna get convinced to let me draw on your body unless it can be seen. So I have to make clothing that allows you to be able to show that. People are programmed. Very few of us are free thinkers. So a lot of people get handled and they don't even realize you're going to blame the music industry. Think about this. What is the music industry gaining unless there's another entity that they're connected to? The music industry they don't control prisons. So who control prison? So let's do this. Hypothetically, I'm high on drugs. I done killed Joanna and killed Thule. I'm high on drugs and raped them. The music industry gonna come and arrest me? Who's gonna arrest me? Okay, is the music industry gonna be the judge and the prosecutor? So now ask yourself, who else are the players?
Right.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, do you feel like it's all a connection? Like it's
not. I don't feel like nothing. I know it is. I seen y'all document. You know what I'm telling you? I had y'all to watch it. They showed y'all drugs, the weapons they used against us. Listen, every one of our people have been taken down for what? Drugs. Look, P. Diddy is guilty of doing what? Being trained by them. Let me tell you what he messed up, what his real crime was. When he opened his black mouth to make a black statement and thought he was a real man. That was his crime. He been sleeping with them women. They've been having this ill-gotten sex. They've been filthy, disgusting.
For years.
And now the girls come out. I've been doing it. Ain't been with him in 10 years. Oh, I can't sleep. Pull up my 10 minutes. I've been sleeping. I've been telling him, hope you're having a great day. I love you. I can't wait. This after he
love him. Happy birthday.
He fired you. I hope the best for you and your family. If you ever need me, I'm here for you. I was afraid of him. I was terrified. I never got sleep. I'm still bruised. He hung me over the side of a rail. And then you go back and look, he wasn't even there. Oh, okay. So they give you the women. They train the, let me tell you something. Women today, guys, let me help y'all out say that. These women are no different than terrorist bombers. They load them up and make them look. You cannot see a terrorist bomber coming a mile away. You'll see them when they say, that's the last thing you heard, and you going boom. They are programming the women to destroy the men. So let me tell you something. Why y'all think so many men are so interested in going homosexual? A lot of guys don't even want to deal with women no more. They sick of it. Because you got to worry about me, hypothetically, me and Tula. Me and her started dating in 1995. Just say I ain't taught her since 1995. She coming, I'm having some trauma from 1995. And she ain't got no picture, no radio, no nothing. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting in court getting sued for everything I got because she said she had trauma back in 95.
It's the oldest trick in the book, but it always works.
Wait a minute now.
I was going to say now, trauma could be real.
Hold on for a minute. We're not saying it can't be real, but the fact you're prosecuting people like Bill Cosby 40 years after the fact.
That's not the victim's fault.
Your microphone kind of low, Tula. Can you turn up your volume?
I tried. That's not the victim's fault that the court chose to prosecute. Now,
I remember that.
Then I mean the trauma. My trauma is real.
No, let me say this. I'm not saying that there aren't people that have real trauma. I'm not even saying they're not real cases.
I didn't think you said that. They just trying to
make because you with the person who has been victimized seems like it's being blamed.
Y'all see what that said? Robert, look at Robert said black women are working.
I guess y'all can't hear me because I was talking, but
we can hear you. I just go ahead. There you go. What group you working with tonight? What group you working with tonight?
I must be right since y'all trying to block it out. I got it. Right.
Go ahead. Tell yourself something.
Speak your truth. Speak your truth, sister.
That's all right.
No, go ahead. But no, it is trauma.
I'm just saying,
hold on, let Tula speak.
She's gonna come in. I'm just saying
she's fine. Go ahead.
What you said, the oldest trick in the book, it's kind of saying like using trauma to do tricks, law doctor, and their trauma is real. I mean, I'm not saying in regards to this woman, I'm just saying trauma is real, and it's real in women that go through being raped, molested, and it could take years for you to react into a trauma.
And you think about this too, Resident Joe. Just like the trauma is real for the woman, the trauma is real for the man too.
Come on now, she didn't say that though. She didn't say that part.
I mean,
this is something that's never discussed. Okay, we never look at the trauma that the quote unquote the so-called black man has suffered. He's never had a real fair experience, and from the time he was taken, he suffered. He suffered from being kidnapped, taken away from his homeland, from his diet, taken away from his family. When he got here and he gave him a family, so giving the black man a woman ain't new. That's how it came with slavery. We didn't look around the field and say, you know what, I like that little shawty. No, he gave her to you. He picked who you were going to get, and that process has never stopped because he looked at what he wanted you to stud. So when you look at how they give us women, this ain't no new process. If you see anybody that's thinking, I know anybody that's thinking it's something they started doing in the 70s and 60s, that is going to be retarded thinking. This is something they have done since we came into contact with them. They always have controlled our marriages. They took our kids and sent them away, just like they're doing now. They take our kids, what they do? They put them in juvenile, they send them away. Somewhere where you can't come in to see them and keep. Same thing they did from slavery. The process has never changed. We have been blamed for a lot of things. So you got to understand when we get together with a quote unquote a black woman or another woman, you're dealing with a man that's still dealing with trauma, that's been traumatized for hundreds and thousands of years, hundreds here in America. So when you deal with it, and the first time when you jump against us, I automatically see you as an enemy. If you try me, if you come up against me because of the trauma that we suffer.
And I absolutely agree, preacher. I 100% agree. And I think the best thing is to accept that, you know, and since you're specifically talking for the Black man, I said it's to accept that Black woman and Black men both have gone through a trauma that needs to be healed, that comes from generation to generation. But trauma for women and men, it's real. You know, even you can't put it on the side where it says like I got molested or I got raped, including for a man. It does something to the mind. Like it does something to the mental of a human being. And what you're saying is 100% real. I never put that to the side. And I say that the best thing to do is say, like, we all been through traumas. When I'm saying all, I'm saying Black woman, Black man, human being as general. We've been through traumas. What can we do to help and uplift each other? You know, that's all. Like, that's all I'm saying about this woman with P. Diddy. Like, I mean, I don't know what's real, what's not real. I honestly.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, since you don't know, I can tell you what's real and not real. I'm talking specifically about that P. Diddy trial. I seen a comment down there. This is what's going on with the P. Diddy trial right here, Dr. Joe. That comment right there is a great indicator of what's going on in the actual P. Diddy trial. And that, you know, my comments that I'm making is only in regards to that P. Diddy trial, and I don't want you to take that and spread that, you know. In the
you talking about that? I have to
comments right there, right here, that basically describes that P. Diddy trial.
I mean, I'm so sorry, but you know, I can't just say that one person, one gender had a trauma and then neglect somebody else's trauma. Like, you know, it's wrong to say, hey, me too, I went through a trauma. It's more like, hey, I went through it. I know you're going through it. I feel it. Let's help each other rather than say Me Too movement. And I understand what Rod P's trying to say. But what I'm saying is, let's not neglect somebody else's situation just because you're going through a situation. That's how we become an issue. And that's how we start fighting. When it comes to gender, it's like it's a war. It's like fight all the time instead of trying to understand each other.
Come on, Tuli, opine, please, opine, Tuli, opine.
I already said I'm good. I don't want to go back through it. I said I'm good. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, good deal, good deal. That being said, I want to share with y'all an update. Last week we talked about a particular mayor in a little small town. Is it called Camilla, Georgia? I believe it's called Camilla. Want to play with y'all a quick update. The video is about 10 minutes long, so I'm only going to play maybe about 3 or 4 minutes of the video. But let's take a closer look and see what's the latest update in that town of Camilla.
Hey. Black mayor, 2 previous officials of a city, Deep South Georgia, all arrested wrongfully for election fraud at that. Put up the picture full mass. I went to this city. It's called Camilla, Georgia. It is in Deep South Georgia. I went there about a week ago when I was the political correspondent for CBS News Atlanta. I'm going to give you the update on what they have done to this mayor and to the remaining city officials. I will give you context to what the law is and judicial ruling. But before I do that, I'm going to take you to a portion of my coverage of Camilla, Georgia, roughly 7 years ago, when they elected the first Black male mayor in its history. Here's what happened.
For those who may not know it, what's happening in Camilla, Georgia? Well, back in December, I began boycotting my city council to protest invidious racial segregation and discrimination within my city.
The mayor gave me a letter.
Well, my letter is generally asking anyone within this jurisdiction in my capacity as mayor to cooperate with you.
So I took this letter to City Hall. Well, I have a letter from the mayor who is encouraging cooperation, okay? Because of the allegations about racism, bigotry, prejudice in the system. Is there racism, prejudice, and bias in Camilla?
Not I know of. I've been working here 60 years.
Have you heard the allegations about the city cemetery being split between Black people on one side, white people on another side, and a fence that split the two? Are you aware of that?
I am.
You said you were getting complaints from citizens?
Absolutely, yes.
Maybe you should be talking to the citizens.
Oh, I have. Is there racism, prejudice from city government toward residents of Camilla, Georgia?
Again, I ask if you will talk to Miss Brenda Cross, okay?
We're talking about citizens in Camilla that have made these allegations
But I'm not
against.
in a position to answer those questions. And once again, I'll be glad to get you a meeting scheduled with our city manager.
Okay, where's the city manager at today?
He doesn't work on Friday.
Do you know any racist white people in Camilla, Georgia?
Not that I'm aware of.
There are no,
I've never
there,
run across them. I'll put it that way.
you have never come in contact with any racist white person ever in Camilla, Georgia.
No.
Can you read this letter, ma'am? I have a letter from the mayor.
No, thank you, sir. City manager, city clerk.
They're complaining about government. Do you not work for government?
And surrounding area.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Are you willing to answer my questions?
In Camilla tonight.
No.
Was the cemetery actually segregated black and white?
You would need to fill out an open records request, and you need to talk to Mr. Sykes.
I need to fill out an open records request to find out if black people are buried next to white people.
Yes.
This city is 70% African American. How many black police officers do you have? Do you guys have more than one black police officer?
Yes, we have 2 recruits that are going to the academy right now.
You have 2 black police officers.
Yes, sir. We have 1 black police officer and 2 recruits.
So I went outside of the police precinct. There were 2 officers leaving the building, and I approached these officers. I really just want to talk to the chief of police. No, I can't talk to the chief? Cops running away from me. That's a first. I can't talk to the chief of police. Okay. All right. Everybody's ignoring me, but I got a letter from the mayor. We were able to make a difference in that community, but upon arrival, yes, the city-owned cemetery had a fence that separated where black people could be buried and where white people could be buried. I saw it with my own eyes. The place where white people can be buried looked like a slice of heaven. Black folk could be buried on the other side, and it was, well, deteriorated. The city manager ended up tearing that fence down like a coward at 3 a.m. in the morning to avoid publicity. When the mayor was elected, they took away his power of purse, meaning he received no money. They also would not give him keys to City Hall, so he had to wait for somebody to open up City Hall in order to go to work. That was the insanity happening then. The insanity that is happening today. Same town, Camilla, Georgia. They have arrested the new mayor, Mr. Kevin Owens. Put him up full mask. On May 28th, a reminder, on May 28th, 2025, Camilla, Georgia, Mayor Kevin Owens, the interim city manager, Cheryl Ford, and former election superintendent, Renette Williford, were all arrested on charges of election fraud and conspiracy. This unprecedented move represents more than a local political dispute. It marks the latest chapter in Southwest Georgia's 157-year struggle against systemic voter oppression, suppression, and repression, the judicial complicity in corporate and political power structures. So to fully grasp the gravity, and I wrote an op-ed and Roland got you all to check it out, but to fully grasp the gravity of this moment, we must confront Camilla's blood-stained history of racial terrorism and analyze these charges through the prism of federal voting rights. These are laws of Georgia's election code and a disturbing national pattern of weaponizing legal systems against Black electoral empowerment. Was only a few years ago in 2018 that the city of Camilla, which is located in Deep South Georgia, again, removed the fence that separated Black and white residents in the city-owned cemetery. The city at that time also did not employ 1 Black police officer. They didn't have anyone actually employed at that time that was Black, even though the city is majority African-American. Official press release came from Mr. Dwayne Burley. He's the mayor pro tem. He is the second in charge of city council. In his press release, he says, quote, "Today, Mayor Kevin Owens, interim city manager, Cheryl Ford, and former election superintendent, Renette Williford, were arrested and charged with election fraud and conspiracy to commit election interference. The arrests have shocked the community and raised serious concerns about the ongoing targeting of public officials who upheld the integrity of our local electoral process. We have been informed that none of the 3 officials will be allowed to appear before a judge until Monday at 9 a.m. A delay for which Magistrate Judge Bubba Lamb has not provided clear justification. These arrests appear politically motivated and retaliatory. Central to the controversy is the candidacy of Mr. Ventura Pollard, who was deemed qualified to run for office by both Mrs. Williford and Ms. Ford, despite Judge Gary McCorvey initially ordering Mr. Pollard to remove his name from the ballot. Now, I got more. Remember, this is the press release from the mayor pro tem, city official, explaining to the world, here's what has happened. He goes on to say, when that effort failed, he directed the election superintendent to forcibly remove Pollard from the race. After Mrs. Williford refused to comply with what many believed to be an unlawful order, the judge recused himself. Judge McClain was assigned to the case. Judge McClain decided to escalate the pressure by threatening to arrest Mr. Pollard if he was not removed. Armed deputies were sent by the local sheriff to serve Mrs. Williford with the directive, an act widely viewed as intimidation. November 4th, 2024, both Renette Williford and Cheryl Ford decided to resign their positions. On that same day, the city council came together under the advice of seemingly is the attorney and possibly someone from the Secretary of State's office. They said, listen, it's best not to proceed with the election to avoid incurring a fine due to the absence of a certified election superintendent. You don't have a certified election superintendent anymore. Why? Because you don't ran them out of town like you do everybody else. They resigned. They left. The mayor of a small city in Georgia and 2 former election officials were placed under arrest, jailed on felony charges stemming from their efforts last November to halt a local election after one of the mayor's allies was disqualified from a city council race. The mayor, Kevin Owens, was being held at the Mitchell County Jail on Friday, 2 days after a grand jury indicted him on felony charges of election interference and a misdemeanor count of conspiring to commit election fraud. Also jailed were the city's former election superintendent, Renette Williford, and her former deputy superintendent, Cheryl Ford. These are older individuals who just work for the city. They're working a government job. They've never been in any kind of trouble like this, and they're trying to commit conspiracy fraud or nothing else. They had a conscience. They had a heart. They had a moral compass. And instead of doing the non-noble thing, which would be keep your job and don't do it, they said we would simply resign. We resign. Respectfully, we resign. They gave it up instead of doing what's corrupt or protesting the order. They just said, we resign. Wasn't good enough for them. Wasn't good enough for the powers that be. Also jailed, obviously, the superintendent and the former deputy superintendent and election superintendent. Chaos roiled special elections for a pair of the city council seats in November of last, and amid a long-standing legal battle over local politics in the town. But it's a farming community. It's about 5,000 people in rural Southwest Georgia. I know Mayor Owens. The case revolved around Ventura Pollard. This is a city council removed from office last summer after a judge ruled he was not a Camilla resident. So what has happened? The residents of Camilla, majority African-American, voted in Pollard. Pollard is removed by a judicial order, but voted in by democratic process. Pollard ran to regain the position in fall in a special election. Another judge ordered Pollard disqualified and ruled that votes for him should be discarded. In addition, the city was ordered to post signs saying votes for Pollard would not be counted. Once again, judicial orders. On November 4th, the day before Election Day, both Williford and Ford quit and resigned as the city's two top election officials. The elections were held, albeit several hours behind schedule, after Superior Court Judge Heather Lanier appointed new supervisors to oversee voting and ordered polls to remain open until nearly 4 a.m. Elections for president and Congress and other offices were not affected. Now, here's the context, okay? The voting or access to the polls, it did not stop for any federal election. You still go there, vote for who you want to vote for that. The 4 a.m. thing is about a Georgia statute that says if you have any issue, which we do every election day, and the poll has to close, you have to give people that equal opportunity of time that same day, no matter how much time it is. All right. If you close for 7 hours, you got to give folks 7 more hours to vote. All right. Very simple statute. Now, the mayor utilized his power granted to him by council in order to stop the city election because they had no election supervisor in order to certify the election. Once a judge that same day, because the other side made a motion, a judge same day appointed 2 individuals. Now you have someone who is appointed in order to do so. What happened then? Well, the polls open back up. That's what happened. Now, the mayor and both of those resigned officials have been arrested. They are out now. Mayor Owens blamed the local upheaval on racial politics, saying that Pollard, who is Black, was targeted by white residents trying to wrest power from the Black majority. The city of Camilla is nearly 3/4 Black. The Georgia NAACP said in a statement on Facebook that it was, quote, deeply alarmed by the allegations of election interference, as well as the arrest of Owens and the 2 former election officials, all whom are Black. We are or were shocked that there were written indictments, said Gerald Griggs. Gerald Griggs, a good friend of mine, president of the Georgia NAACP and a noted attorney. Quote, we are still in a fact-finding mode to see what actually happened. When this went down, I did an op-ed in Rolling Out that same day. I spoke to attorney and Georgia NAACP president Gerald Griggs because we remember from the story you just saw of me 6-7 years ago of how bad things were in Camilla then. Well, see, that's external. That's external. You know, cemetery is external, but it goes to a deeply held bias, a deeply held racism that exists inside of the hearts and minds of individuals who are there. It is about power, control. So now that the politics have transformed, the judiciary has decided to become the de facto.
Y'all tell me what y'all think about the latest update.
I was listening. I apologize. I had to take care of a business call while I was on here as well. Business never end for me. But now did the mayor step down?
That's right. I understand.
Dwayne?
Who's who tell the truth?
Hey, that's not my story.
Okay, yeah, but y'all will hold on for a minute. Okay, I know. I know. I just hold on.
Hey, you got
Hello, I'm reading my mail. Hello, I'm reading my mail. Dear Mr. Smith, we are calling to inform you that your SLAP Happy insurance is paid up. Please feel free to use it any time. These dwarfs are very disrespectful and don't pay attention. Slap. Go ahead. What you saying now? I mean, what you were saying.
What happened?
About to cut my SLAP Happy insurance. You like that, Joe?
I like that. I'm gonna use it.
It's in the mail. Let me tell you what I do. Now send that open it up.
Wow.
I'm gonna take it and blow that. We gonna let you just bust that nose, knock about 4 or 5 teeth out of your mouth. Y'all want to do that? Thank you. I know that. Slap. So you make sure you check. Don't send your wife out there to get the mail tomorrow. You walk your behind out there, and when you open that box, look down in there.
Wow.
But sorry, I'm sorry. I had a phone call. I
didn't catch all the details either, preacher.
You were right there.
Hey, I got a lot of other screens going on. That man put up paragraphs and paragraphs. I went to talk to school. You can't expect me to read all them paragraphs.
I got to clean
I'm not reading all that. He said a whole
I did
lot.
think about the paragraphs.
Did anybody pay attention to what happened?
Ladies, y'all know what happened, ladies?
Yeah, I heard that the mayor.
It went so long. What the freak?
And also, I don't like word where I gotta break down the syllable to know what you're talking about.
You know why? Because he put the last video together with the update. He should have just put the update. That guy put both videos together, so it was long.
Yeah, I'm a millennial. You gotta break it down in 30 seconds. Or my tip span gone.
You do say, preacher, that attention span is horrible. Here's the proof.
Well, that one right there.
Y'all, you mean tell me it's 4 of us and all 4 of us? No.
Let me tell you the only reason about because I saw the first part already. I was like, this is the same, and I totally tuned out thinking that it was the same video.
And did I not text you while I was on a business conference phone call? I text her. I said I sent a video to update. It must be the wrong video. Then I looked, it was still going. I said, okay, he put these 2 videos together.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if somebody watched the updated, they wouldn't know what happened before. So it was probably like, let me see.
I get it now, yeah, but I was expecting it was gonna be totally different. So my apologies, but I hope everybody's over. I haven't seen anything happen, so I hope everybody's well there.
So do this. Somebody on the side, click on the screen and tell her what's going on. I'm still watermelon seed. Click on the screen. Explain to us what's going on. You help us tonight. We want to use your mind.
You know what?
Right, Tula. We want to use your mind, Tula. It's your mind tonight. Go ahead.
No. My mind is fried. Not tonight. You ain't gonna expect me to think tonight. Not tonight.
Well, Minotti definitely has to know because he wrote. It doesn't make no sense. He wrote a paragraph too. So, Minotti, please update us.
Okay.
Black ambition. All right. The mayor did not step down. The 2 top officials resigned their position.
The white ones that will cause the problem.
So they allowed them to resign.
Probably city manager.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Black Ambition.
Yeah, thank you, Ambition.
Black Ambition. I appreciate you right there, Black Ambition. You came through in the paint.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, where I came from, some words you say, it's natural, it's another word come behind it. Like, get your black, what you gonna say? Your black shoes and put them on?
I grew up in a Christian home, so I probably would have said black shoes.
Oh,
what?
Oh, I got home.
Said Miss Smith is 100% honest tonight. Yes, she.
Wait
a minute.
Yes, she is. Yes, she.
Yeah, I learned a new term. It's called inverse. So, what is the inverse of what Jesus is saying? If he's saying she's honest tonight, what is he saying?
I don't like that. Let me catch your words, Travis.
A win is a win.
That's right. Let's take tonight's win.
I'm just gonna take my win. That's it. I just don't even have the strength because all my life I had to fight, and tonight I choose peace.
That's right.
I'm not fighting tonight. I don't have it.
Why choose peace when you can have a whole?
Oh my!
Saying for tonight.
Preacher, how many people does that insurance cover?
Why choose?
I know that's right. Can you share your insurance? Can you please share your insurance?
Right, that was good.
It's in the mail.
Please.
It's in the mail. Listen, when you open your mailbox, get the first 2. I want you to get open your mail like this, like you're trying to smell it.
Sad.
Empathetic. Well, no, I appreciate it. Well, we come up to our time to go ahead and hit. Let's see about the cheating in the next room.
All right, here we go.
Y'all might have quiet on the night. Show your
It
face.
better be real. It better not be nothing rigged. You know you be doing that.
Where yours at?
So I haven't seen
Where's yours at?
I'm over here starving.
No, don't do that. Do not do that.
Man,
I left
I'm
you food.
struggling.
You got food.
I am struggling.
You got food.
I'm out here. I know I'm out here struggling.
All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Ladies and
Let's
gentlemen,
be real.
we go to the video. Let's share your thought. I've not seen this before. Let's rock and roll.
At number 2, this guy found out his girlfriend. These are 3 cheaters who got what they deserve. Part 30. At number 3, this girlfriend had a meltdown when her boyfriend caught her cheating.
Stop. Go. Please stop. I know. Please stop. No, stop. Stop, please.
At number 2, this guy found out his girlfriend was cheating on him with a guy she met at a bar.
What the is wrong with you? You are a cheater, dog. No, bro. No, that's up. You another guy.
At number 1,
use your
man
tool.
did a DNA test and found out after 11 years that his child was not his.
How you gonna be lying to me for 11 years? Why would you do that to me?
Well, where's the lie?
The lie is you. You are the lie. You have been lying to me for 11 years.
These are 3 cheaters who got what they deserved.
Wow. And so what we're saying, fake or real?
I think actually they're
Yeah,
real.
real.
They just use AI to explain the videos.
Yeah, that's it. That's what she hate.
Say what?
She hate. I mean, man, he be knowing stuff.
You hating
He
on
be
him.
knowing it.
Come on, that's right. Come on, Tula, share your opinion. Tula, please opine.
About what? Do I think those are real?
Share your thoughts. What do you about that video? What's your thoughts? Please opine.
Can I see it again? I'm sorry.
That's you on your way out of here. Charlie,
You ain't been paying attention. You have not been paying attention. You have not been paying attention. She has not been paying attention. That's tight. That's tight right there. That's tight right there. Oh my goodness.
I am so sorry. I
Here
have
we
been
go. One
paying
last time. Here we go. Here we
Okay,
go.
let's go.
You know what I don't get?
They deserved. Part 32. At number 3, his girlfriend had a meltdown when her boyfriend caught her cheating.
Stop. Go. Please stop. I know. Please stop. No, stop. Stop, please.
At number 2, this guy found out his girlfriend was cheating on him with a guy she met at a bar.
What the is wrong with you? You are a cheater, dog. No, bro. No, that's up. You another guy.
At number 1, this man did a DNA test and found out after 11 years that his child was not his.
DNA test gonna say.
How you gonna be lying to me for 11 years? Why would you do that to me?
Well, where's the lie?
The lie is you. You are the lie. You have been lying to me for 11 years.
These are 3 cheaters.
Okay, I don't believe 1, 2, 3 might be real. I don't believe 1 and 2. I just don't understand how people how I don't know if I can have the same real emotion if I know someone is deliberately recording me. I don't know. Like I'm holding up to it and you fussing at me and I'm fussing. I don't know. I just don't feel those are real.
Gotcha.
I'll just send you another video right quick. That's something about different. But now listen, she don't want to believe that.
Video and post it in that private.
I'm sure not. Who believes it? I just can't. The audience put a 1 if you believe it, 2 if you don't believe it.
You want to be saying you say I'm a
Tony, don't do that.
I just told them.
Hold on. Don't you call him Tony? You don't do that. That's disrespectful.
Excuse me?
You disrespectful. You shouldn't call me at all. But show me how to do this. So tell me if this is real or not. Y'all do that. Y'all tell me this one real. I just sent something.
I'm sending.
I sent you one already. Play the first and then play the next. So tell me if this is real. If this stuff real or not.
It take a moment. They are loading it up.
No. You fine. You fine.
So they
Look at that. The folks don't even vote.
Because they're looking at. I believe 3 is real. Thank you. Don't be saved. I'm with preacher. Look at John. They don't know what I'm talking about, John. These folk know. I'm far. That's why you bishop elect. I believe. Well, they go. If I'm good and mad, camera won't move me in one bit. I have few screws need twerking, and judge me. Don't care at all. I don't blame. I know that right. I'm mad. I don't care. Believe it or not. Also look at Mike. Michael lie, y'all. The day y'all do want to say he said, I believe. Mike, we definitely glad he's
business.
His business need to be known. He was hit. Was he hit head on? Appreciate Love Dollar for taking care of him.
Yeah.
And he was hit by a drunk driver a few hours earlier this morning, and that person wound up getting out and leaving the scene. Told him that he had a gun. He wasn't staying. And it struck him, yes, and he had to go to the hospital. Blood, they had to do a lot of tests. I'm glad they was looking at keeping him, wasn't they?
He ended up hanging in there. He ended up coming back with a good report, and he did wonderful.
And you know what else bad though? It took an accident for him to finally come here and believe what you were believing before the accident. I don't get him here to come back and hit your behind again. He should have been believing. Dark cheek. Man,
all right. Well, here go the other one right here.
The first one.
I'm about to play a video, so I want you to pay close attention. I'm about to play a video. It's about 30 seconds long.
That you put your hat. Yeah, you're very gorgeous though, but I don't like that you put the fake flower in your vest trying to make it better than what it was.
Yeah.
I don't like that you brought a fake briefcase. There's probably nothing in there, and it's also halfway open. You should probably close it. Also, I don't like that the fact that you put your hat.
What would be
Why do you have the hat
a
on?
fake briefcase though?
Fake briefcase.
I mean, the hair
and
done.
something.
It's done. It's
So
done.
why
dog.
didn't you show your hair?
That's what I wanted to do today.
I understand. I just want to see your hair. Look.
I get it. You feel me? I've dealt with, you feel me, Chicago women most of my life. You okay? You feel me? Me and your brother probably sound alike because we done been through the same struggles. You feel me? But I could respect that. I just wanted to know what you was thinking about. That's all that was.
It's just weird talking to my little brother. So
No problem. You can't say little. We the same age, darling. Let's be respectful.
you sound like him though.
That's
So
because we
talking-
from the same place. So you don't like
No,
you don't
it's
like
not.
people from your hometown.
I never said
and
that.
that's respectful. I can respect
I just want a man with a higher vocabulary,
Okay.
which you don't have on your day-to-day speak. Speaking to all the other women, yes, I know. You're good.
I talk like where I was born from. I got a real like respect. I can't let you like, you feel me, throw down what I've been through. You feel me?
I never said what you went through
I'm
was.
just saying though, you tried though, darling.
No, I
You feel me?
didn't.
So I want you to know, like, I'm really from struggle. I speak a
great.
certain type of way, but I've searched for education. I have a bachelor's
That's
degree.
fine.
You feel me? What I do right now, I work with people every day. So I don't want you to just throw shade on hood niggas in general.
wasn't throwing
'cause
shade
I
on you,
speak with a
love.
little slang. I got a little hood to me, but I'm educated, baby.
No, that's
We can
fine.
move forward. Thank you.
Wow. That's why our people out there. That's like her killing. She looked like she had a car rim tire in her nose. And that's what you want to say?
To the O'Brien, I want to hear from the lady perspective. Come on.
Oh, I believe that was a true exchange. I definitely believe that was true.
Okay. But what do you think about how she looked to be running him down? Then she told he had a lower speak. She
Vocabulary.
needed a high vocabulary, lower speak. And in the line, they were like, lower speak. Yeah. Wasted a lot of time. And know it's bad. And I want to applaud him for not pulling the whore. You're weak. You probably pregnant. You know, typically with me, that's where we go. I have a lot of respect for the fact that, like he said, having gone through the struggle, able to still defend his vocabulary, his speech, and who he was as a person says volumes about him. I think the other lady there should look like, wow. Because typically, man, when you go insulting, you got to be ready for it. Take it.
Right.
Tell me your little. He said we the same age. We're from the same hometown. I speak like where I'm from.
Right.
He like to. I search for education. I have a bachelor's degree. Because a person type, everybody don't have to, they like, I don't have to speak like that all the time. I speak when it's necessary. But I'm talking to you, and he wasn't saying anything that was demeaning where, he got, hey, shawty, little shawty, hey, little, you know what I'm saying? Hey, ho, hey, B. I'm like, but sometimes you can work to try to push yourself to be so big or so high. And a lot of times you find you're really not where you need to be. So it just says speak volumes of, kudos to our key, our brother, for being able to stand up as a man without insulting, yelling, screaming. I mean, definitely, he was definitely poised and had, I appreciate the fact, the level of control he had. Because a lot of times we so vented on being, fighting back to prove our point. Sometimes we don't know how to do it in a way where we're effective. I got one more video. Y'all tell me if it's fake or not. Not fake or true. I want to hear which one. Right, he was still respect. I get.
Yeah, he was.
It shows we can deal with each other and disagree and not walk away. I'm a punk. You a B. I'm a sissy. You a whore. That's typically they always show us in bad confrontations. A lot of times we don't get to see it.
Yeah. Now I will tell you that everything y'all said is right about her, but I seen that whole episode. And that dude flopped big time.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Oh, yeah. That dude, as a matter of fact, a girl was nice enough to give him a chance and actually go on a date with him. And he ended up it was just a horrible experience. They did the pre-date, the after-date show, and the reunion show. And It was a mess. It was really funny. That was one of the most watched episodes. It was one of them. But Oh, yeah.
He probably got people probably got in his head about the last.
No, that ain't what it is, Smitty. If you saw the episode, Smitty, you'd be like, whoa.
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm talking about people talking about him, what they saw before. So now you got to come back a different person than who you really want to be.
No, I think he was real the whole way through. It just, That girl was rude to him, absolutely. Absolutely. You got the other video for me?
I already sent that.
She has to get it and find it, upload it into the video.
I sent it to you.
You sure this the right one that you sent me? This is a different
video.
Do
what I told you. Just do what I told you. Okay. What I said?
Yes, that's the video he sent.
What is it? Let's see.
That's the video he sent. Yeah.
Come on. That's big. Yeah. That don't look real.
Pretty sure that's the video you want to play.
That's it. I wonder if y'all said it was real.
No.
Absolute real 100. Did you just?
I know. Okay, look. Drive.
Look, it say you've been pressing for 5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
7 hours of practice.
So y'all saying it's not real?
No, that's not what I said. I said that's 100% real. Yeah. I watched some of those dudes' videos. They get really, really popular by doing that stuff. And they'll sit out there for hours and days at a time until they get it right.
Oh wow.
He said it. Charlie said a card trick. No, I missed the card. He said a card trick. She talking about play Aaron the plumber. For me, with some of them people, Chelsea, I don't get to a lot of them guys. Some of them, YouTube. I'm telling you what I learned with YouTube from watching it. I go through. I'm looking at a lot of news stuff now. I first learned their lingo, kind of how they move, and you realize some of the content creators. A lot of those people, they make up stuff. They make up a lot of stuff in order to get views. And I understand they want to make money, but once people learn, you start losing. Like they just had a content creator who wound up killing another content creator.
Yeah,
because the guy was named Manny. He was the quote unquote black guy kept saying how he had people fire, he did. And this is what bad. You're all doing the same business, and they take time out to kill each other. And we a lot of us contribute to it. When these content creators get in this stuff, everybody need to cut them off to teach them. Stay with the facts. You don't see NBC News fighting CNN. Just show your truth. If the people like what you're doing, like us, what show we come here to kill? People are out here doing what they do, one or two, because you like reaching people, you like giving information, or you're trying to make money. So people got a reason why they're doing it. They go and you got time to, oh, where you at? And I'm gonna come kill you. And you're supposed to be a content creator. Just put your content. Oh, let me go find out something. My content creator, I might be a content creator. Well, I'm exposing rappers, or I might be exposing bad players and rappers. So you're a content creator, Dr. Joe, right? I'm just saying hypothetically. I find out Dr. Joe, her cat is really her dog. So I'm gonna go after her because she's a content creator. She got Resident Joe exposed her cat is really her dog. Now we in the like, why y'all can't stay focused on what you're doing? You have a fan base. You're never gonna get everybody. Y'all, they waste so much time. So a lot of people, I don't even watch it. I just quit watching them. Hey, where you at? I'm gonna want to give you a fade. Now, y'all are grown people. Where y'all going to meet somebody to fight for? Just tell you now. I'm moved away from that stuff. But I'm telling you now, you don't ever want to talk about coming nowhere and meet me to fight. I assure you, it's a bad conversation. That ain't gonna go no kind of way you thinking. If I show up, that is not gonna be good for you. You and nobody with you. That's crazy. We grown men. Why'd I come meet you to fight you? That's retarded. Yeah, and you making money, you got followers. Don't waste your time on these. Listen, stay focused. Stay focused. You can't make it. Once you go and kill that person, so then what's your next show? Tell about the other content you got. Exactly. You in prison. Don't y'all know that's what they do? And this is what they don't realize. They are inserting people inside of that network. For what reason? Is because these people are taken away from the news. A lot of people not watching news. They're coming and watching YouTube. I'll watch it because a lot of time I want to get to the story. I don't have time to watch you go through a whole bunch of stuff. Please never take out somebody with content creator to get on my nerve. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, and I appreciate you guys for coming here tonight. And I ask you to subscribe and help. You're really helping independent broadcasting when you do that. And hold on, I'm going to get the show. Hold on. Then the show plan. And it's 7 hours. Okay, you saw that again. Again, can you please subscribe and helping? You're really helping support independent journalism. I be saying something. Please come on here and tell me what I want to know. You just put this big fat picture. Donald Trump brain blowed out. Why would I not try to see this? I'm trying. Who shot him? Who got Donald Trump in the video? Why? Who did? You should be arrested. Let me tell you something. That fake content creator, you should be arrested. You should never be allowed back on YouTube. You should never. That's not why. Who's gonna keep? Why you're a liar? Just show the truth and keep moving. You can't get everybody. You can't worry about everybody. Listen, stay in your lane. Do your thing. What's for you, for you. I learned that from preaching. I ain't trying to pastor the world. I ain't trying to get everybody to follow me everywhere. I speak my truth. Who gonna watch me? It gonna watch the whole day? That's not what they like. I'm not gonna go out here and try to beat Credible Dollar. Meet me. I want to fight you. So if I fight him, I win, which I'm gonna win. Where they gonna say? Oh, we need to go here because he beat you. Fight. Stop. Think, people. Think. Nobody gonna beat you up. You trying to expose somebody for being fake. Stay with the content. You following Diddy trial. Stay with Diddy trial. Let me go here somewhere. Do you lose? You start losing. You lose. Stop being personal. Stay focused. Do I had to put that out there? Oh, it said Moira has a broadcast. That's good. Now you got to find out online if you the daddy. Everybody got, listen, Michelle Obama got a podcast. You see the NBA, they got a lot of ex-players. Then they get on there, they finna fight. It's like, what y'all guys made money, y'all old. Why do y'all think y'all have to fight? Just speak your truth.
Yeah.
I don't get people get it. He said, "You going to win for sure. I'm gonna cheat, throw dirty all day. I'm gonna say, and I tie my shoe. I'm gonna come up, man. I'm gonna come up with a dump truck full of dirt, throw it right in their face. That's all you gotta do. But you know, that's why I look at this, man. Leave people alone. Listen, if you fake, you're gonna get exposed. If you real, you're gonna get shown. That's my saying tonight. If you're fake, you're gonna get exposed. If you're real, you gonna be known. Don't you know me?
And my saying is, always be yourself. You will never be second best.
Oh my God.
First of all,
no,
that's fine. He done used it before. Because he himself, that's why he never wins. See that? Stop being yourself. You can stop losing.
You know what? You got to learn how to lose in order to appreciate a win. That's a good one. Come on, look at it. He can't do it. He can't do it. He can't do it. Look at it.
Check the mail tomorrow. Make sure you check the mail tomorrow. It's gonna be some stuff in that jump around. Make sure you get it. Just said total we got. I mean, I just gotta do it. Let me tell you something. That's what I'm gonna do. They got Instacart, they got Uber Eats. I'm putting slap. Listen, man. You know, think about this. You got somebody. Listen, they open the omelet and a slap hit them. Wow. I'm telling you, people gonna be. This thing gonna be. Listen, this thing gonna be flying off the shelf. He said, "I got this from you, Dr. Joe." That's what I'm saying. Dr. Joe. He said, "I got this from you." He said, "Why Resident Joe piggyback off it? Piggyback off it." Here we go.
I mean, who else should I, preacher? Who else should I piggyback from him?
If you finna destroy my reputation with another bad saying, yes, you need to piggyback off of him. All right, come on, Resident Joe. What you gonna say?
Okay, preacher, say yours first. Say yours first. So I can't.
Are you serious?
Okay.
If you fake, you're gonna be exposed. If you true, you're gonna be known. I said, and you know me. Oh, okay. Yeah, you took that bill. Hold on, let me get set for them. Go ahead.
Okay, being real isn't about being perfect. It's about being honest. And you know this.
Okay.
Are you serious?
All right.
You know this? Nigga, he said,
I was just trying to follow you.
That's it. Now, who you get that from?
Again, that I can't put it on you because it wasn't strong enough. So
exactly.
It wasn't strong enough. So I can't.
No one. It was like.
Thank you. Yeah.
What happened?
She said she liked my quote.
Who said that?
No,
he said. He said I called it. Oh, hold on. Somebody said you a good one. What is that?
Be honest, Block Ambition. Be honest.
Yeah, I mean, look, I thought it was your last name. Said Joe Boo. That's not your last name. Well, look at it. Dr. Joe is sick.
I can't put it on you this week, preacher. I'll come back. I'll come back stronger next week.
She said I wouldn't anyway. I never would believe that she said anyway. Somebody want to know. Also, my Slap Happy Insurance. Oh, somebody want to get them song. With Slap Happy Insurance, you just send the funds in, it'll automatically deposit kick in. So you send me $100, you just walk around slapping people you cover. Make sure it's Dr. Joe. Make sure. Love Dr. off the rip. Okay, Smoking from Friday, Chris Tucker, and you know this, man. That's what he tried to do shirts with that, and you know that it didn't make it.
You know what? Preacher, he should have allowed him to put a check before he left.
Wow, Andrew was super nice.
What up, Andrew? What up, that Mississippi Andrew?
Yeah, he can't. Andrew was super nice. Yeah, it was good to see Andrew. I told you he looked different. He looked darker on now. He I was like, I was expecting somebody darker from I guess because the lighting he's up there, but yeah, it was definitely good to see him.
Darker.
Yeah, he looked at there they go. And you see that? He mentioned it. He like, yep, them two haters over there. He like, I see them raw. He said y'all two haters.
Now, two had a lot of time. You better have a good one.
Oh,
I
you
do
had
have a good one.
okay. Oh, you are threatening to hit. Oh my,
that's violent. I'm traumatized. You know,
He has
not just shit traumatized me.
He has the insurance.
she'll say if you got the insurance, she'll say the slap team. All right, what you got?
All right.
Uh-oh. She started all right, is in trouble. It's really bad. And she gonna get Joe to sign off on the watch it.
Preacher, you can't do that.
She started all right. I know it bad. I know her. I've been with her too long. Look, now she trying to be exactly. I know her. I know her. It's terrible. Go ahead.
Woo!
Well, watch somebody sign off on it. Okay.
I'd rather be labeled as fake being real than praised as real for being fake.
I like that. Preacher, you can't say you don't like it. Preacher, are you serious?
That was terrible.
She followed you.
You can't please everybody, too. You can't please everybody.
That's right.
Hold on. Charlie got support for her.
Thank you, Tommy. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you tired. When you pull it out now, you tired. When you took my stuff and try to, you real tired.
Oh, no. Let me do how you do me. Toolie, why you tired? Why are you tired, Toolie? You shouldn't be tired. No, Toolie.
I have been in a class from 8 to 8 p.m. Thank you.
Ooh.
PM, literally. For real.
That's it. Only 12 hours. Imagine having to go for 20 years. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. Ooh, 8 hours. Ooh.
Thank you,
Ernest. Ernest just feeling sorry for you. He really feeling sorry for
He
you.
said,
You know Sarah's still drunk. Sarah's
no,
still
that's
drunk.
a good one. Think about it.
And listen, Sarah is still on that epidural, so I don't think her blood pressure right now.
That was good.
And that old looker when she was a drunk a couple of months ago. No, listen. How was that a good one? That's the same thing I said, and she just tried to twist it around for her own manipulation. It was sick.
Who that?
Andrew giving you some praise.
She not tired.
That's just regular. No remixing, cue cards, or manuscript. Off the dome, Toolie. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate it, Bishop. And now here, look at this old tired gorilla. Toolie, good job. Man, this gorilla. What you think a gorilla gonna say? Because he know he finna get deported too. Trump done even sent all them gorillas right back to the Amazon. And I got the rope right here. That's my personal business, right? Exactly. And I done told it now.
What else gonna say?
Who is Black Ambition? We have to.
I ain't gonna tell you who it is. You just
I know just who it is.
I do too, but I ain't gonna tell.
You should know who that is.
Don't do that.
Thank you, Phil. Thank
There you go. You done. He done. Look at somebody around. I told you somebody gonna go. She love terrible stuff. They want right here. Listen, if it's something terrible, you know who she remind me of? Mikey from Czech Cereal. Give it to Mikey. He likes everything.
Hey, you know who you remind me of? Tony the Tiger. You're great.
Whatever. Listen.
See, that's when we know.
Look at that gorilla back. He just said he gonna start keeping gorillas in America because they're a dangerous species.
Isn't that to happen on the P. Diddy trial? Is it? Did I miss anything today?
Yeah, they put over there.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something, girl.
Okay, he don't know nothing.
He's going to jail. That's the deal. Though. I just don't know how much time he's gonna get. And the women on this trial that's taken a stand so far have been an embarrassment to actual victims of human trafficking. Actual victims of human trafficking and actual, other rape victims. These women have really been making a mockery of them.
How do you say that? Why? Tell me how they did it.
50 Cent baby mama has been on the stand for the last few days as a professional baby mama who's learned how to make a living off of doing nothing but being a baby mama and Instagram model and OnlyFans model and hooker. And she's saying that she's a victim. That's number one. So women of her ilk have been, saying that they're victims when the reality of it is that she had received a immunity agreement in order to even take the stand and testify. So a lot of these women who are saying that they are victims of trafficking have agreed to
turn on
immunity deals because they would indeed be labeled as co-conspirators.
Yeah, and they were gonna get charged
in the whole case. So
I don't know how you're gonna get him as the racketeer in chief or whatever when nobody else is convicted.
It's no pyramid. It's no.
It's nothing because you don't gave everybody immunity, so it's just him. So he couldn't have done it himself. And then like that girl,
they haven't given everybody immunity.
Well, they had, but the thing is, too, a lot of people. Dwayne is correct. These high-profile harlots. What is that?
Devalidating.
It's a case.
Devalidating the cases of real victims of trauma.
When he start talking like that, devalidate. When you start talking like that, first of all, man, use regular words. Look like the other one.
Know your audience.
Ernie, shut up.
I see what
I call that my neighborhood where I come from. That again, watch what you expect her to say. She like mean, grouchy men. So what y'all expect her to do? Y'all made that right. Well, I mean, the whole P. Diddy thing is bad all the way around. They all just nasty people. All these people just nasty, disgusting people. So if you date one of them, you got them. We know you nasty, disgusting too. If I dated a girl and I found out you've been sending that people urinating in your mouth, it could be one man urinated. He could have took a half a pee. I don't want you. You ain't kissing me. I don't eat off nothing you got. I don't play that. People urinating in your mouth, I can never forgive that. I don't care about you getting saved. You got no ruach hakodesh. I ain't got a kiss in your mouth.
You could be safe far away from me.
Yeah, you can say it. We ain't got to do nothing. I ain't finna do nothing.
I can't do it, Tuli.
Man, people will urinate in your mouth. You drinking pee? No.
Good gracious.
You see how these men penis in your mouth? Like these blow pops or something, man. No, you keep it with shit, man. I ain't interested in that stuff, man. I'm new. You're gonna be new with somebody else. I'm not interested. But my son, he'll try everything. Got that from his mama's side. Yeah, these kids, they did the new generation because they stuff we did, you dead. What about Tory Lane? He keeps saying, what about Tory Lane? I hadn't heard anything else about that anymore. Pure 5 pounds of sugar on checks. Did a nasty sissy foot in it. Still won't be sweet. You ain't lying. Check cereal with disgusting. I know, disgusting.
I like Frosted Flakes with Tony the Tiger because they're great.
Yeah, they're great. Really show, how sick you are. Can I be safe? Yes, you can. Just don't eat them check cereal. It's gonna hurt. It's hard. Rod, keep talking that talk. I'm trying to tell you to help y'all out. Them people were nasty. The whole thing was perfect. I don't think they're gonna get the conviction because all they witnesses, they keep catching them lying too. So that's gonna hurt them. The girl Gina been caught up on some things that she said. She initiated fights. She used drugs without him. You can't say he got me on drugs. He had me forcing drugs.
They got him on the witness tampering. They got him on the bribery. And they got him on the transporting male prostitutes. Those are the 3 charges they got him on. The rest of that stuff, I agree with you. They're not gonna get him on the rest of that stuff. But those 3 things: the witness tampering, the bribery.
But let me say this though. It's not bribery unless I paid you not to tell something, to do something.
And that's what he did. That's what he did.
I didn't.
The security camera, the whole hotel, the staff at the hotel.
No, those are not male workers. That's not bribery. That's not bribery.
Hey, that's
called. Hold on. First of all, stop for a second. First of all, this
witnesses.
They were not witnesses.
So have y'all watched the case? Y'all ain't watched.
I watched that part. I thought you said the male workers. You don't know what you're talking about, okay? First of all,
security officers at the hotel have taken the stand.
Let's try it again. They went and talked to her to press charges, and they clearly told him she made it known she did not want to press charges. So how would you witness tampering?
What are you talking about? I'm talking about the hotel video when he beat her up, the fight in the elevator.
Who don't know what I was just talking about?
I don't know. When you said she, it was a guy.
He didn't beat up a guy. He beat up Cassie.
No, I'm talking about it's a guy who works at the hotel, the security guard for the hotel. He is the one that took the stand and said
he's on drugs. Go ahead. And then he paid him 50. He got him 100,000. One took 50, another took, and they had to sign. They had to get immunity too because them folks signed paperwork for that and took his money and kept the tape.
They took money,
but
they said that's not witness tampering. They can say terror evidence. It wasn't evident. It was never used in a case.
Correct.
You keep listening, man. Quit listening, done YouTube lawyers.
So y'all the verdict gonna come out. We'll see because
that's all, folks.
People out the jury.
Let me tell you something.
The prosecutor what?
The
prosecutor is trying to kick people off the jury, and the defense have already called for 2 mistrials.
Because he know he losing the trial. They know they losing his trial. Your witness have been caught lying. The other people who took the money, they done went here and took more money. They took 100,000, then they broke it between them. You didn't do nothing you say you were gonna do. The man could sue. That's why they're trying to give him immunity. He could come back and sue these people, which it makes sense. So even with that, he did not win the tapping with getting the tapes because they would never use in a prosecution.
Correct.
Okay, so preach, the man being charged with seven different charges. So let's say he don't get that. He's still going down for transporting male prostitutes.
Okay,
they've already proven that.
Let me
and
ask
he's
you
still
a question.
going down for the drug distribution of drugs. The federal agents have already testified on stand, said they found drugs in his hotel when they arrested him. When they raided his home, they found drugs. So many people have went up and talked about the drugs, even the drug mule.
Talking about the same time he told, this is the problem you got too, even with that. They're all drug. He told him again, okay, he was drug addicted. He never sold drugs.
FBI people was drug taking people too.
Let me say. Who did he sell drugs to?
Nobody.
He wasn't accused of selling drugs. That's the whole thing. They was accused of conspiracy. He don't have to commit none of those crimes. It's conspiracy.
This man here, okay, man. Listen, you keep listening. Like the whole case is a mess because the people have all been, everybody on brought on, they have been found to be liars. When you found out to tell one lie, Mark Furman got the whole case thrown out on OJ. All that certain because he lied.
Yep.
These people have lied. It could when that girl said he hung her over the banister, 17th floor, and then he snatched her back over and threw her into the patio furniture. She was still hurting today. They found he wasn't even there. And they said, is it possible to be in New York and California at the same time? She said, no. Her and Cassidy made that story up. Once you done been caught, y'all made that story up. You can't expect me to believe in that she say. You just told us he held you over. You know, man, people went in shock when they heard that he was hanging her over a banister. This is the same story that and what she said, I said, that's amazing that story happened when it happened, really. Because that's the same thing Vanilla Ice said that Suge Knight did to him.
Oh.
He said he hung him over the banister. That's how he got. He was like, and Suge said that never happened.
Wow.
He said Suge Knight did it to him. He's actually doing construction now. Vanilla Ice, he does construction.
Yeah.
He's doing it.
Holler if you need a job.
Okay.
Did I say Vanilla Ice need a job?
He doing construction. You might know how to paint, real crew. Hey, let me ask you this, preacher. The other charge is on terms of the transporting prostitutes across state lines. Do you think he'd be guilty of that, or he'd be found on that one?
This is what I'm gonna say on that one too. If you literally picked them up and took them, and it was without their consent, I think you have a better chance. The fact that they were called by Cassidy, they were called by Gina, and they came and they were paid by them.
They brought
these people brought themselves and they paid. These people, they were hooking with these guys on their own. They had the numbers. They told you when they would come, Puffy would put on a mask and sit back. And he knew people knew who he was. They would say Puffy would have on a mask. He was set back, which made sense. You're looking at, I don't need these people going out here telling my business. There's just no black guy with money.
If somebody has on a mask, how can you positively identify somebody? You just assume at this point. Just assume.
So let me ask y'all the inverse question. The inverse question is if Puff Daddy is found guilty, then that means that he has a case against the feds where he can sue them for damages, defamation. All these doggone all these jobs and lost and the images and all this stuff he's lost because they denied him bail several times. So you think he would have a charge, a case against the feds?
You're going to still keep asking. No, he does not have a case. Listen, this is the problem you got. When the police arrest you, unless it was a wrongful arrest, there is no suit. You arrested. We never convicted you. That's why you had your day in trial to prove you're innocent. When you prove you're innocent, you don't get your money back in your time unless, say, you blame me or something and the police arrive and they lock me up. And I felt like they didn't do their real due diligence on what they did. And this was a wrongful arrest because they really didn't have nothing based off of what you said. Now I could come back, I could sue them. But them doing their job on an arrest, you file a warrant for an arrest warrant. They get the arrest warrant, the judge hear the circumstance. This is what you're saying. They arrest me on it. Now, because they feel like the charges are so serious, at this point, because of your money, we don't want to give you a bond. That's not illegal. If we feel like your money can be used based off of what, remember, based off of what they were told from some of these people, Lil Rod, based off of chat, they never told about the lie, but they admitted they did stuff. Remember, everybody told us he had no bottles with the baby oil were full of drugs. Cassidy told me on that. She said, no, she said it was never no drugs in the baby oil. They were like, but you remember they put that out, they were saying all that was cocaine inside of it in the baby. She said it was no drugs. She said it was never no drugs in the baby oil. So these people all talk about how much they loved them, stuff they were doing on their own. She was sleeping with people. The Kid Cudi, he burned up Kid Cudi car. They clearly sat there and told them that when they fingerprinted the car, those were female fingerprints. He also had another girlfriend who was messing with Cassidy. And he said, I asked Puff Daddy, I asked Sean about that. He said, what car? He said, I didn't blow up no car. He said he didn't burn no car. He said, I didn't know nothing about it. He said that out of his own mouth. He asked him about his car. He said, what car? He said, I don't know nothing about it. Who gave him his address? Cassie gave Puffy his address. Who gave him his phone number? Cassie gave him the phone number. So these people have been doing a lot of playing and picking people against each other. She could have very well burned that car to make him think that Sean did it. Because they said the fingerprints were that of a woman. Mm-hmm. They never found his face. They told him he burned the car. They never found him at the car. They never found him. They told him, oh, he was in my house. He locked the dog. The cameras never had him. Never on camera. You can say what you want. You have no proof he was in your house. You saying that don't make me put me in your house.
Yep. So
don't get me wrong. This man got he got top attorneys too. These people know what they're doing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You know why they getting them people out the jury? Think about this. The prosecutor wants to get a black person out of the jury. Why would the prosecutor who's winning the case, who only is 7 charges, all you need to prove is 2, right? 2 of these 7. Why do I want to get this person off of the jury? Because I can already see they're not going along with this case. And all it takes is 1.
Yeah.
Why am I trying to get 2 off the case? And I'm winning. See, so when you think about this, nothing you're saying makes sense. What I'm saying to these people, why are they trying to get people off the jury if I'm winning? Don't forget, Puffy was looking at the jury. What was he doing? Shaking his head. And the judge told me he can't do it. Why was he looking at the jury shaking in his head? He was shaking like, oh, I'm going to kill y'all. Y'all got my life in y'all hand. That's what he was doing. And the prosecutor, because they were all shaking their head saying, this don't make no sense. And that's why he was shaking his head. You're exactly right.
Right.
They facial expression gave him away and they knew we've lost this case. Get them 2 off and let's get the alternates in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm telling you. You watch these TV lawyers, they don't know what they're doing. They just assuming. There's no way I'm going to get 2 people off the jury this late at the end if I'm winning the case.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That means I know for a fact I've lost this if these people stay on him.
Mm-hmm.
Do your math. This is what I listen. Do your math. This ain't hard. When they want to, if the defense want to get rid of them, you'll know it's because I'm losing. I need to get rid of them. But who want to get rid of these people? The prosecutor, because they know we've lost this case. Look, the state attorney general in another district in New York, they're picking up federal charges on him. You know why they're picking up federal charges on him? Because they know they done lost this case. So now we're going to come back and try him on the other stuff that done came up out their mouth. You finna do life in prison. Why am I finna do more charges on you? Case done. Because I'm not winning. I'm going to lose it. So I want to put him right back in jail. As soon as they get through, I'm going to pick him straight back up and I'm going to charge him again from another side of New York. And he's going to go back and I'm going to try to just burn his money out. He's still going to lose it. Listen, the silver is what's going to hurt him. But he's going to be able to use some of the fact they done lied. He can go back at Cassidy for the $20 million. Once you don't prove she done lied, be like, it was no need to pay her. But what the tape is the tape. He never said he didn't do it. He admitted. But was any police involved? Was there an arrest? No. They said they asked her over and over. She repeatedly told them she did not want the police. And she did not say, because Sean hurt me. Sean will kill me. This will end. She told him she didn't want to do it, not him. He just on it. He found out about the tape. He was just trying to get the tape.
That's it.
So now, after you heard that, do you see this as a conviction that they want to get rid of two people because they winning?
That's what I do. Approximately day 45 days they anticipating, and right now they're on day 22. And the defense has not taken their stands yet. So when the defense take their stand, that's going to be interesting. When the defense attorneys get their witness up there, that's going to be interesting. I'm waiting to hear what they got to say.
Well, this is the thing you're doing. You want to go ahead first and destroy all of the prosecutor brought all their best witnesses. Their best witness was Cassie. They really should say her the last.
She was pregnant and she was going into labor, so they was concerned about that. So that's what they had to go first.
I would have waited. She gonna have the baby. She gonna have the baby. You ain't gonna be in the hospital for 3 days. If you ain't dead, it's 3 days. So I mean, come on. I can wait 3 days. We waited 3 days for Yahushua. We can wait 3 days on Cassie. I'm gonna tell you why I would use her. Because she's the one how everything really came up as far as the beating, as far as the case of her suing him. That's what that brought when everybody found out. Once they found this, what you found out these people. None of these people existed with a lawsuit until they found out Cassidy had gotten approximately $30 million. Remember that? That's when everybody started. 100 people.
I agree with you. He opened his mouth and said someone made the wrong people mad, and all he thought he's been doing this for years. So absolutely, because nothing new. So
and all the people he got is look that girl like 50 Cent, baby mama. What's the chance you with 50 Cent and you with him too? Because you're an industry trick, and they run you around to do what you do. You sleep around to do what you got to do to get your money. You don't have a brain. You can't sing like the Kardashian. You can't sing. You can't act. So all you do is use your body to make money. The Kardashian showed you that. No TV show, nothing. All you do is hang around people and you get paid. You filthy rich from just hanging around.
Yep.
Her sister, same thing. Lamar Odom, everybody they get go crazy. Lamar Odom had the other one. What happened to him? He went crazy. Remember, he tried to kill himself. Look at Kanye West. Look at her. What happened to him? He went crazy. Leave these tricks alone, people.
Lamar,
that's all they're gonna do is work his pocket. That's the whole thing about net breaking. You demeaning like they did with OJ. Once you get them out of jail, you let them sit there and go broke. That kills them. Because they'll want to kill themselves. But in fact that you got to live like a peasant and you make fun of these people, you look down on these people, now you want them. You see how Bill Cosby went in and hide and we got out of jail. How many appearances you seen him? How many you heard? How many times you seen him since he been out? He know. They let him know. Stay your black behind.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Disappear. That's right.
On his own, they showed him. See, everybody keep thinking they can't be touched. These people always got someone. I be trying to hear. Listen,
they can get Michael Jordan next. Michael Jordan about to go down. Watch what I tell you.
Stop it for a second. Michael Jordan not going down.
What he do, Dwayne?
Oh, listen. These folk out here idolize Michael Jordan. They going down because they idolize. That's why they going down.
You know what, man? I ain't even got enough slaps to put in and knock you out. That makes 0 sense. First of all, Michael Jordan is an industry icon for these people. Okay. He sells their magic. Nothing's gonna happen. Michael Jordan keeps himself in the right position with these people. Out of their way. What black agenda you see him pushing? What black agenda you hear him talking about? What unfairness going on today that Michael Jordan saying shouldn't happen? He is an industry icon. Sell these Negroes these shoes and their kids and shut your mouth. We leave you up as a legend. He know the rules. Same thing with Shaq. They know the rule. Shut your mouth and we leave you up. Run your mouth and you going down. And I show you, you think these people love you, they'll turn on you. I don't see people will love you. And once they get on one smidgen of something they think they got, they'll turn around and they'll hate you. Those guys have learned. Shut your mouth. Look at Denzel. You ever heard Denzel ever say the thing? Democrat, Republican, Independent, Libertarian Party. He won't tell you. You can ask him his opinion. What you think about the actor Dwayne? You know, he said, well, what you think? He ain't got nothing to say because he'll never want nothing to backfire. He learned you want to be successful, you want to make it. You shut your mouth, you keep moving. That's why I'm not successful. That's why I'm not making it, because I open my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I learned. I let these people listen. They moved me out of TV. Listen. I'm telling you what people look at. It ain't you scared of them. You learn what people at. These people will leave you out to dry. They'll be, oh, we got you. We with you. You the man. You the same man be dead, and these people be sitting back looking. They'll go right to another channel looking at somebody else. That's just people. People ride the wave. They surfers. You know what a real surfer does, Love Doctor and Resident Joe and Smith?
What's that? They ride the wave.
They find the next wave.
Mm-hmm.
Over with. That's all that you once I left, all they did find the next wave.
Yeah.
It ain't these people ain't gonna wait. Oh, I gotta sit here and wait for the water bill up to come back. Man, let's go somewhere where the wave at. You leave. That's what they do. They travel. You looking for the wave. He said raw stable. That's right. And you got to be uncut. You got to be real. People looking for somebody to be genuine, man. People looking for somebody, hey, man, be different. Go against the grain. And that's me by nature. I just love people. I'm like, I don't want to watch nobody fake. I don't have time. I don't want to be nobody play no game. It's like the fun and have a laugh, but at some point, where's your intelligence at? You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're looking at you are a victim. And to see preachers and actors and celebrities that'll sell their soul and sell their integrity. Listen, I'm telling you this. I know we gotta go. Elon Musk put a tweet out on Twitter. I responded to it. I sent back a tweet, tweeted him back and tagged him in. So Twitter they took it down, of course. But he wanted to apologize. He said too much. And I asked him, was it because it was wrong what he said, or was it because of his money? I said, because if it was wrong, shame on you as a man for doing something like that and lying on another person. And I want to know, because of money, then he showed he had no morals and self-respect. When I put stuff out my mouth, unlike these other people, I can stand on what I say. I don't run my mouth to just be slandering no man. I don't have time. I don't care what a man. If I don't know nothing about the man, I ain't got that. I don't have that time. My integrity is too important. And I looked at Elon, showed everybody where his integrity was. It was in his pocket. So when you look up to these guys, oh, they so rich. He the rich man, but you ain't got no integrity. That means you broken than me, man. All you got is money. And I really didn't try to sit it to hurt him. I just wanted to let him look at as a man. It's important to me as a man to have credibility. As a man, when my wife can look me in my face and know I just ain't no other woman nowhere, no other man, no little kids nowhere else. My kids can look to me as a man, not just a father. They can look to me as a man. As you can follow him, you can pattern yourself after him. I carry myself. And that's, I looked at him. People look up to these people from Puff Daddy. And you realize these people, they don't look at integrity. So getting what they have, although you might idolize it, look beautiful, if you get rid of your integrity, you can have the same thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that everybody has some don't have integrity, but I'm talking about these particular people. Think about this. His daughters are sitting in that courtroom, his mother and his sons. Your sons are sitting here listening, and your daughters, your daddy was in a room getting semen from another out of a woman's vagina on his chest.
Now that's traumatizing. Mm-hmm.
See, people don't realize what these guys do. When you bring in a man to sit here and watch him do to the woman, and I forgot it's a clinical title for it anyway. When you sit around and watching a man having sex with another woman, it ain't because you're watching a woman. It's because you're watching the man.
Yep.
And you're looking at the woman and you want to be the woman. It serves 0 sense. Ain't nothing better than looking at me doing it than somebody else. So mine is integrity. I just be honest with you. You got to have integrity. It takes years to do it. It's worth it. You'll lose friends. It's a lot of things you won't be a part of because you got integrity. But you know what? You can sleep at night.
That's true.
So I definitely appreciate this conversation tonight. I appreciate all our wonderful followers, listeners, supporters. Y'all see that cash out? Hit the cash out.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Before we do it, get our song for here.
And be real and have integrity.
That's right. Have integrity. There you go. It's 40 seconds long. Cash out.
And not just
down. And a night his wife, they had a plan to keep back some money from the land. But what they didn't know, they could lie to the Holy Ghost, and they let a little money get them down. And I'm begging you, don't let a little money get you down. Don't let it get you down. Don't let you down. Please don't turn around. Don't let a little money get you down.
Woo, I like that.
Man, that's shout stuff. Listen, man. I almost started running through the house in my drawer, but I didn't want to flip over the coffee table.
Yes, sir. That's my jam right there.
Hold on. Is he on the toilet already?
I believe so. Yeah, I hear him.
Man,
push.
Yeah.
Look at your eyes.
He fell out the chair.
I hear him pushing Patrice.
Oh, man. Filthy, man.
Nasty.
That wasn't a man on tape stealing that Snicker bar. And it was him really. Yeah, they do anything. They folks show you. And that man was a sheriff and a lawyer. Okay, yeah, they from closed the door. Yeah, Pico, this woo, it stink. You smell it too down there?
It's nasty.
It is. You smell it too, Joe?
Peer pressure. That she sound like peer pressure to say that.
That don't peer. It smell like some peer pressure. So like you pushing that thing hard, man. Come on, get out of there, man.
Well,
cut your duke later down with you, man.
Yeah.
How about y'all on the screen? Y'all smell it. Look at it, man. It's disgusting. Don't let the turd get you down. Woo! Love doctor, the mess in his pants.
Y'all two would take us home with the same.
Oh my goodness.
I already did.
I thought you had another official one. All right.
What a fish one for you so we can get do the man.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Hold on, let me tell you what I gotta tell them too before you do that. Listen. Shetty, why you wetty? Everybody, we appreciate you again for letting us come in your wonderful life and in your home and in your hearing to indulge in you with your intelligence. You have enriched us immensely just being here together, and we definitely proud that we have enriched you. Listen, if anybody asks you, do you mind?
Oh, I do.
It's too early. Yeah, if anybody asks you mind, you tell them you always mind. Every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. right here on Two Mics and My Mind. If nobody else told you they love you, hey, we love you. And our name was just called Heart. Tuli, forget that doo-doo love doctor. Resident Joe, take us home.
Yeah, yo.
Come on, man.
All right, let me tell y'all. I learned three lessons this year so far. One, to leave people where they are, accept situations for what they are, and not every action needs a reaction.
That's good. That needs to be written down. Can you please send it?
It is written down. Somebody needs to be written. What do you think she got? Listen what the deacon said. Stay rooted in purpose. The winner. Shut up, doodoo. Stay rooted in purpose. The wind only uproots what ain't grounded. That makes sense. So if you got to get up, it's because you ain't grounded. Way to put it down. I like that. She said, great show. We'll help you guys. We appreciate y'all. Bye, y'all. We're looking how many we'll see tomorrow night. Gotta find out tomorrow night to continue. Hold on, doodle. We finna go. You just flush. All right, we gotta get ready to go. Y'all know we'll help y'all. We appreciate y'all tomorrow night.
We're about to take it back. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tony and Lee on the radio. Dr. Joe's therapy on the radio. The love got me going live on the radio. Two mics and a mind on the radio. Radio, turned up 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 on the radio. Two mics and a mind. Two mics and a mind. Two mics and a mind. Two Watch this. And the mind.
All right.
With that mind. Them
Yeah.
too much, that mind.
All right. You do something better. I do something better. We'll be better together. Until next week, y'all willing.
Hey, we will do, and Dub Doctors already do. Yeah,